Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome in to Parkland College here tonight for a duo of basketball contest between Parkland College and Lewis and Clark Community College. I'm Jake Green, alongside is Jenna Clemens. Jenna's going to start us off on the color side here to begin with tonight. And Jenna, so far, the games we have covered this year, we had a really good women's game. The first time we covered, the men's fell short. We'll see the men later tonight for sophomore night. Also, we'll honor the 86 national championship team. Hey, we're on camera right over there. Trevor Gladney is right there. Hi, Trevor. Thank you. But yes, so tonight we're going to start off, though, with a women's contest, again, scheduled for 5:30. Just about 2 minutes to go before we get to that one. But taking a look at both of these teams ahead of time, Parkland College women's come into the contest 20-5 overall. They come off of a 2-win streak. They're 10-1 at home, and they look to improve to 11-1 at home and 21-5 on what has been a very good year for Parkland women's basketball. The Trailblazers, on the other side, however, for Lewis and Clark, not quite the same story. They come off of a 2-loss losing streak where they are 3-23 overall. They are 1-11 at home, 2-11 away, 2-10 in their region. Really, the story for Lewis and Clark is on the paper as well, the results just not been there. I know only one coach in attendance tonight for Lewis and Clark as well. No assistants have traveled with. And a number of their players are either hurt or not with us again here tonight. Hey, there's Trevor again. Thank you, Trevor. Hi, there's Jenna right next to me. I'm Jake Green. Ryan Burns and Chris Foster are bringing you the game as well. It is a desolate gym. The atmosphere going to be something, not really playing a factor, Jenna, as we get into this completely. But at this time, we will see, I believe, the national anthem, and we will step away for that. Again, you're watching Parkland College Television here live for Parkland College women's basketball. We'll be back after the break. Welcome back into Parkland College again as we have honored our nation. We now move on to starting lineups here for both teams. First, the Trailblazers of Lewis and Clark. Jenna, go ahead and run us through our starters tonight.
Let's see. We're looking at number 1, Abby Kreitner. Number 4, Latasia Deloney. Number 5, Aniston Mapes. Number 14, Raylan LaCava. And number 42, Ruby Stuckmeyer.
The Trailblazers are led by Isaac Moore, the head coach. Again, they come to the contest 3-23. We move over now to the Parkland College side of things, led by head coach Gene Demosthenes. Always love talking to Gene and seeing what he has to say. And as we look here to the tunnel, it'll be Johanjeli Guzman coming out of the tunnel first, the point guard from Union City, New Jersey. Then it's a local girl, just from down the road in Effingham, the 5'9" sophomore of Stacy Vonderheide. She wears number 12 here for the Cobras. The third lady to come out of the tunnel, you can see it on your screen again. Thank you down there, Mason. It'll be number 22, Sophia Perez, coming to us all the way from Columbia, the 5'6" freshman. Someone to keep your eye on for sure. Number 22 will shoot lights out tonight, likely. Coming out of the tunnel again for the Cobras is Ciara Brown, the 5'7" redshirt sophomore from Kissimmee, Florida. Will fill the fourth spot on the floor here tonight. And the fifth and final is Leah Brown, the 5'10" freshman, coming to you from Bourbonnais, Bishop McNamara. All five are on the floor for both teams, 10 girls in total. And Jenna, ahead of this matchup, any thoughts before we get going?
I'm thinking Parkland has a pretty good shot tonight after looking at the record that Lewis and Clark has. You kind of mentioned lights out shooting. I could definitely see that from what I've seen in previous games. I think Vonderheide will be a good watch tonight. Their last game she had at least 20 points, so it'll be a good match. I think it'll be good for them.
The Parkland College girls coming off of a big win against rival Danville Area Community College. I do believe Yes, they come off of a win with Danville and a win at home on Valentine's Day just a couple of days ago with Lakeland. So coming off of a 2-game winning streak, again, off of a tough loss with Illinois Central College that had implications for the regional, but nonetheless they play on here with just a few more games left in the regular season. The tip will go to the Cobras. Right away, it's Sophia Perez up for a 3-ball. It's no good off the iron as it'll roll down in a defensive rebound for Lewis and Clark. However, Vonderheide able to strip it away, but by the time it's all said and done, it goes back to the south end for Lewis and Clark. With the rock up near the logo is Aniston Mapes. She'll give to Abby Kreitner. We'll see Mapes again here with the rock as she goes to Deloney. Deloney looks to drive. She'll go traveled first before the contact, and it'll be a turnover. Headed back now for Parkland College. For the Cobras, it'll be number 2, Johanjeli Guzman. She'll give to Brown as Brown will go to Perez. We find Brown back in the right side corner, 3-ball up, and it's good. Knocked down and good for Parkland. 3-0 your score. 9:03 left to go in the first quarter. Something different between the girls and men's in this JUCO world is that the girls still play 4 quarters. The men will play halves later on tonight. Lewis and Clark looking for an offensive look with 16 to go on the shot clock. A jumper inside is good for number 5. That's Aniston Mapes. Brown with the rock here on the right side. She'll go to Guzman. Guzman to Perez. Perez driving baseline, looks to kick it back. She will to Brown. Up and in and good for Leah Brown. So far, Jenna, you've seen a couple of possessions each. The score is 5-2. What's your initial thoughts here as we get this one rolling?
I think Parkland's have had some good defense. They're not letting the middle be open. They're playing man-on-man right now, it's looking like, and they're keeping it pretty closed down. And we just saw a great play on offense. They were wide open looking for the pass. That's something you got to have, I would say.
Lewis and Clark with 3 to go on the shot clock. The shot is up and good on what was kind of a hook shot from the left side. The score 5-4. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark. It's Sophia Perez here on the near side. A push called right in front of us here, and that's going to be on number 4. That's going to be on Latasia Deloney. It'll be her first, the team's first. On the big board, it looks like it got credited to Parkland College. However, it will switch and be Lewis and Clark foul. All right, we move on. Sophia Perez with the rock here, near side. She'll look to drive off the left side of the top of the key. She'll throw it back now to Brown as they swing it out to Guzman. Guzman at the top of the key. She'll have help from Brown. She'll take a jump shot, though, on the left side. It's no good. Off the iron to Vonderheide off the offensive board. Parkland looks to set up another quality possession with 15 to go on the shot clock. Here's Guzman to Brown. Off the right side, the high glass. It's there and good. 7-4 your score. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark, as Lewis and Clark looks to go quick in transition to the Trailblazers. However, it's stolen away by Brown and taken all the way down. Actually, that is going to be, that is Brown. I was going to say, a couple of ladies with the last name of Brown on this ball club. For the Cobras, 6:52 to go here in quarter number 1. 9-4 your score. It's Lewis and Clark on the offensive. Heavy pressure up defensively from Parkland. Vonderheide, one of those players you named to watch. Jenna gets in there, forces the jump ball. What'd you see out of that one?
Like I said, Parkland's keeping them locked down, and they put enough pressure on that one. It turned her around. She wasn't expecting it. Vonderheide came up, grabbed that ball. That's what you got to do. Jump balls, they'll help you win games.
Well, Vonderheide forces the jump ball, and Lewis and Clark takes a timeout, and we will too. We'll be back. You're watching Parkland College TV live from Parkland College. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to Parkland College, everyone tuned in on Parkland College TV. Tonight's game brought to you by the Comp 145 class here at Parkland College. The jump ball off the last possession will go in favor of Lewis and Clark. At least I do believe, Jenna, I think they signaled the jump ball before the timeout was called. Nonetheless, the shot clock violation will ring, and it'll be Parkland College ball to any avail. 9-4 your score. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark with 6:28 left to go in the first quarter. It'll be the Parkland College on the offensive. As you see, Brown now to Guzman. Guzman inside to Vonderheide. It's now Guzman to Brown on the left side corner. A three ball knocked all the way down to the end of the net. And Parkland College up here in a heavy defensive look on a full court pressure. 6 minutes to go in quarter 1. 12-4 your score with 23 clicking to go on the shot clock. Lewis and Clark will get it across the timeline now as they look to the left side corner. A three ball look up and no good off the iron. That came from number 10 of Ava Smith. Smith no good on the three ball. Guzman all the way down. She gets in and good for 2. 14-4, a 10-point ball game here. About halfway through the first quarter. Knocked away by Parkland on the defensive press. Again, full court pressure up, Jenna, from Parkland College. You have Lewis and Clark in a tough situation, and they keep on the gas, does Parkland. What do you see there from the full court pressure out of Parkland?
I'm seeing lots of turnovers so far. They're just passing the ball away. I think Parkland keeps applying that pressure. It's not going to make it over the midline very often. So, and Lewis and Clark's been leaving them Parkland open in the middle, and they're taking advantage of that, which is something that they need to do. You
can see it right there. Sofia Perez looks down to Guzman. Then Guzman on a little backdoor look to Brown, and Parkland will extend this lead even more. 16-4 your score. Lewis and Clark on the offensive. Backdoor look is up and no good. As it'll roll off the iron. The putback no good as well. And that comes from number 42, Ruby Stuckmeyer. It's Guzman on the drive on a kick to Brown now as she looks back to Guzman. Guzman for a good, easy, open look of a layup. 18-4 your score. And this one again starting to Well, the string's starting to unravel early in this ball game. 18-4 again with 4:30 to go in quarter one. Parkland College up over Lewis and Clark. It'll be Lewis and Clark with a three-point ball, and it is up and in and good for Latasia Deloney. That might be Latasia. I know our announcer Jim wasn't quite sure on the pronunciation either. But we'll take it. A three-point ball, we'll take it as well. Sophia Perez gets in for three. It's 21-7, a 14-point differential for Parkland up over Lewis and Clark. Again, we'll have coverage all women's game long. We'll also have sophomore night coverage in between games, and we will see a men's contest scheduled for 7:30. Whistle blows, and the hockey shift line comes in for both teams. We'll see subs on both sides of the ball here. As again, Parkland College up 21-7. You can see there on your screen those four young ladies that have been running the rock for Lewis and Clark will come out and take a seat. It's the Trailblazers on the offensive side now. A long three ball is wide right as the shot clock expires. The violation horn will sound, and Vonderheide will be on the inbound for Parkland College. It'll be Kiara Orphelia with a rock here for Parkland. She comes to us from High Point, North Carolina. Here's Sophia Perez on a backdoor look to Brown. The foul's called. Contact is there. Bucket no good. And Leah Brown will go to the line for two. Jenna, what do you got here as we sit with 3:17 left to go in the first quarter and the score a 14-point differential?
I've always been told free throws win games, so, I mean, you're wide open on that line. You should be making those shots, but let's hope she makes this one.
The first one no good. The second one up and is good.
There we go. 1
for 1 there on that trip to the charity stripe is Parkland College. You're right, though. Free throws definitely impact games. Full court pressure up heavy from Parkland College. As the three ball look from the right side corner is no good. Knocked away, and it'll be rebounded by Trinity Harden for the Cobras. Brown to Perez. Perez now driving baseline. She'll go up and bounces in for two. Does number 2-2. 24-7, 2:53 to go, excuse me. As we click down here in quarter number one. A hook shot from inside is no good for number 23. That's Kelsey Jones. Jones no good as Parkland will roll back the other way of the north end for their offensive look. It's Brown inside, a hook shot no good. They go to the right side, rebounded by Jones. And Lewis and Clark going on the offensive, but not before Orphelia gets her hands on it off the turnover. A three-point ball look for Perez is no good as it's short and will bounce off the iron. Here's Trinity Harden, right side through the paint now. And she'll get up and in and good for two. 2 minutes remaining in quarter number one. 26-7 your score. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark. On the near side, it's Latasia Deloney. She wears number 4 for the Trailblazers. They move the rock around, do the Trailblazers. However, the ball has not found the bottom of the bucket often here for Lewis and Clark. It'll end up stolen by Vonderheide, given to Brown. Here's Harden on the right side. She's up, she's in, and she's good for two. Another timeout taken from Lewis and Clark, and we'll take 1-2. You're watching Parkland College TV live from the Donald Dodge Jr. Athletic Complex at Parkland College. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to Parkland College. Your score 28-7. It's all Parkland College so far in this one, with 1:30 to go in quarter number 1. A kick out for Lewis and Clark. Looks for a 3 ball. No good. That is as it lips out. That'll come off the hands of number 10, Ava Smith. It's Trinity Harden back in transition for the Cobras. She'll look down low to Rose, I do believe. Actually, that's going to be a Beckway. Beckway will get in for 2 here. 30-7 your score, and Jenna, Parkland College continuing to extend their lead here tonight.
They're more like a triple threat than you would think. I mean, 1 for 1 at the free throw line, that's okay, but they're pretty much making everything down low and not too far off on their three-pointers either.
Parkland has been able to keep the gas pedal down all night long, and even in a couple of mistakes from the Cobras, they are still able to play like they have been. You've seen a couple of miscommunications, I think maybe a turnover or 2. And again, you've seen some issues from the Parkland College offense and defense. However, Lewis and Clark having, well, on that trip they don't, but Lewis and Clark having a couple of more issues than what Parkland is, and that's where we lay off at the moment. That 3 ball was from Kelsey Jones, the sophomore guard from St. Louis, Missouri, coming from Reitner High School. The Effingham native, though, for Vonderheide on the Parkland side, she gets in and up and good for 2, coming from St. Anthony High School. A long 3 ball at the end of the half. It's almost in. Wow, it'll bounce around for Lewis and Clark. However, just not quite enough. At the end of 1, your score 32-10. Parkland College up over Lewis and Clark. We'll be right back after the break. You're watching Parkland College TV. Welcome back to Parkland College. Thank you, Chris Foster, for what he does here for Parkland College in the Con 145 class. Again, you're watching live courtesy of Chris, Skylar, and the whole gang over at the Con 145 class. Of course, the students as well. Everything tonight ran by the students. As Parkland College continues an offensive effort, the foul is drawn as number 21, Selah Campion, will go to the line for the Cobras. The foul is going to go on. We will see. I did not see the call from the official. I'm waiting for it to go on the big board. It has not yet. The first one for Campion is up and good. The foul will land on number 42. That's Ruby Stuckmeyer, a sophomore forward from Stewartson, Illinois, coming from Beecher City High School. Second shot for Campion, up and in and good. Well, Jenna, the score 34-10. What's your thoughts?
Parkland's offense has been looking pretty good, but I think what they're really on point on tonight is their defense. I've seen lots of turnovers coming off, and those lead to wide open layups down low, and they've been making them, and that's what you need to do, I would say. So I would say their defense is leading to their offense, and clearly it's working out for them tonight.
It's a very good note, Jenna. They definitely have forced the issue, has the Cobras, and they've been able to run this ball game really from the tip. As Trinity Harden looks to the left side, she'll dump down low to a Beckway, and a Beckway will get in for 2. 36-10 your score. Parkland College all over the Trailblazers tonight. The Cobras heavily striking. 9 minutes to go in the first half. And it's Lewis and Clark back once again for an offensive look. As that look will come from number 5, Aniston Mapes. Mapes no good on the shot there from just inside. The Cobras with Ophelia will have a ball off the iron as well. Lewis and Clark back in transition. A 3-ball. It's up, and it's in, and it's good from Abby Kreitner, the 5'3" sophomore from Steelville, Missouri. A carry called on the side of the Cobras. A turnover, and headed back the other way will the Trailblazers be. We have a number of COM 145 students here with us at the moment. We'll have more joining us later, again, for the men's game. Our crew right now, Cole Preston's here. Cole joined us on the broadcast a couple of weeks ago. Trevor Gladney's here. Mason Conner, Ryan Burns, Sam Paez, Jenna Clemens. Jillian Potts. Austin Zock is here. There's more, I know. They're just hiding from us at the moment, doing their thing wherever they may be. 36-13, your score. 8:10 to go. It's Lewis and Clark on the offensive. An inside look from the baseline drive is no good. That's going to come from number 4, Latasha Deloney, the guard from Phoenix City, Alabama. Well, 8 minutes to go. See where we land. Again, in between games, we'll have sophomore night for the men as Ophelia gets in for 2. And at halftime of the men's game, will honor the 1986 national championship team. The hiccups have developed for me, Jenna. We may have to have you do some play-by-play. 38-13, 7:40 your score. And again, Lewis and Clark comes into this contest 3-23. It's been a trying year on paper for the Trailblazers and, well, the Parkland College Cobras, 20-5. So a 20-win season, always nice to see in your hoops world as they look to move to 21-5. A shot up from Lewis and Clark is no good. It'll end up on the floor. I think we'll see a jump here, and we will. Possession, Parkland College. The last shot you saw there off the hands of Ruby Stuckmeyer. It's Guzman on that far sideline, bringing the rock up the floor quick for the Cobras. Here's Brown on the near side. She'll look here for Beckway. Now to Campion. They swing around with Guzman. Guzman inside on a jumper, and it's good for 2. They extend this one, 40-13. It's all the Cobras here tonight. Well, are they going to count? No bucket. Okay. Well, you saw it develop on your screen. The inbound was taken away by the Cobras. The foul was drawn. The foul's going to go on at number 21. I thought it was. It could have been 12. I think likely it was 12 because the Trailblazers do not have a 21. So Rachel Bagley from Harriman, Utah, Ford Mountain Ridge High School, the 5'7" sophomore guard, will pick up her first foul, if I do believe that to be correct. And the first one, no good from the line for the Cobras. The basket did make, however, very late after the whistle. They did not count it. Second shot is up and good, though, as the Cobras will crest the 40 mark. 41-13 with 6:53 to go. It's Lewis and Clark here on the near side. See the great Cobra in the middle of the floor. The Fangs have been out here for the women's team tonight. And looked like a force out of bounds on that far side. Couldn't quite see the monitor here in front of me. Was peeking around that. However, the ball ends up in the hands of the Cobras. Great work from our cameramen here tonight. Chris Foster again doing a great job with the COM 145 class here at Parkland. As Campion looks in, she'll draw the... Actually, she'll get the charge called. Wow. Okay. I couldn't quite see it. I was actually watching the monitor for that play to develop. I should watch the game in front of me, I guess, huh? Jenna, what'd you see there on the charge out of Parkland?
It would have been a hard call for me. I think Sayla did drop her shoulder a little bit, but it's kind of up to the ref on that one, and I guess he favored Lewis and Clark.
Sometimes on the Well, that one was,
That was.
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That was a foul on Parkland College. And it was there. That's going to go on number 30, Leah Brown. Look at this shot down here from the baseline. I love it. Mild crowd so far tonight. In a game that is, well, all Parkland College. The backdoor look for Lewis and Clark. Develops there on the baseline. Twisting, twirling, and up and in and good for two. That's going to be Alana Yen. Miscommunication on the offensive side for the Cobras turns into a turnover. And we'll see a sub coming in Sophia Perez and Stacy Vonderheide. Campion and Brown check out for the Cobras. They have popcorn at the concession stand. I do know that. That's all I got really about that one. That's all I got on that one. I think they have some candy and they might have hot dogs. Who knows? Might have to go get a snack here at halftime as we're 5:55 away from it. The shot's up and good for Lewis and Clark. That came from Abby Kreitner. Kreitner picks up her 5th point of the ball game so far. A lot of scoring across the board for Lewis and Clark. However, the scoring is minimal. Vonderheide from a jumper from the right side. High post and good. Parkland College having some variety as well. However, the point totals just a tad bit more. 23 to go on the shot clock as Lewis and Clark now on the offensive. You see it there on your screen to the left side as they drive the baseline. Can't tell. I think that was a pass effort from Raylan Cava. The shot on the right side, no good. Falls short, and we'll go back the other way for Stacy Vonderheide as she'll look to Brown. Brown up and no good. Vonderheide grabs the board. They look to Guzman. A backdoor look to Collins, and it's up and it's in. It's good for two. Collins gets in, the redshirt freshman from St. Cloud, Florida. Extends this one, 45-17 in favor of Parkland College. The Cobras. I love that Cobra logo in the middle of the floor, Jenna.
Oh, yeah.
4:35. The jumper from the right side is good for Abby Kreitner. Jenna, if you're Lewis and Clark in this position in the ball game, what's your game plan? What are you thinking?
Honestly, I would say start with your defense. Your defense is going to lead to offensive plays like we've seen from Parkland. Yeah, they've been leaving the middle open some, and Parkland's been taking advantage of that. So I would work on that first and then go from there. We've seen some plays with turnovers and things happening. Maybe a little bit more communication, ball awareness, people awareness, I would say. That's kind of what I'm taking from that. I mean, they have a smaller team too, so I could see like getting tired, but yeah, I would say that.
Definitely like the idea there of communication. You've seen it out of the Parkland Cobras quite a bit tonight. Sophia Perez looks inside, no good. But you've seen it quite a bit tonight to where Parkland's able to just kind of communicate interpersonally and not really have to think about it. They're able to move the rock, and it's been fairly seamless, really, all night long for the Cobras. As we've seen in games past, this is a well-oiled machine, again, led by Jean Demosthenes. Jean does a great job there, head coach. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. The shot from the right side is no good for Lewis and Clark. It'll go back to the north end of the gymnasium for the Cobras. A 3-ball from Collins. It's up and it's in and it's splashed down. Haley Collins gets in and sends this ball game nearly to a 30-point deficit. It's at 29 right now, 50-21 your score. Parkland College up over Lewis and Clark. With 2:55 to go here in quarter two. And it appears, and a media timeout. There it is. All right, well, I guess we're the media here tonight. 50-21. We'll take a break. It's Parkland College TV. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to Parkland College. Your score 50-21 as we welcome you back in to the Donald Dodds Junior Athletic Complex. I'm Jake Green alongside Jenna Clemens. Jenna, with 2:50 to go here in quarter number 2 before halftime, where do you describe the game state as we see it at the moment?
I know it's not good to say someone's got something in the bag probably before halftime, but we're almost at a 30-point lead, so I would say Parkland's probably going to take this one away as a win.
It's one of those where you kind of look at it, you can kind of write the story. Still a half of basketball to play, but Lewis and Clark's really going to have to make a lot of differences for Parkland to be able to, fall to them a little bit here. Guzman on a 3 ball, and the thing is you see the pendulum swing, Jenna, where Parkland College may lose a little bit there for a while. You see Lewis and Clark maybe get some fire, but again, with this thing at a 30-point deficit, it's tough. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Parkland's got it on both ends tonight. Offense on point, defense on point. They're taking it and they're running with it.
Mapes, a 3-point bucket, is up and no good to the right side of the iron, rebounded by Haley Collins. It'll go to Sophia Perez, now to Brown. Brown on the right side. She'll look inside for a jumper. It's up and good. 55-23 with 1:30 to go before halftime. We'll take a halftime break and come back with the second half of action from Parkland College again when this one will run out here in about a minute 20. Sophia Perez with the rock off the steal from Parkland College. She'll take it to the rack herself. Up and in and good for 2 is Sophia Perez with 1:10 to go in the second quarter, 57-23. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark. An inside look for Mapes is good on the hook shot. She'll get in again. The guard freshman, the 5'3" freshman from Potosi, Missouri, coming from Potosi High School. With 49 clicking down, it's Haley Collins down low for the Cobras. A kick out to Brown. A 3-point look is up and knocked all the way down. This thing is up to 60 for Parkland College, Jenna.
Looking like a high-scoring game.
Well, if you're a fan of the Cobra, it's not a bad thing. If you're a fan of the Trailblazer, well, it's not the best thing in the world. Good effort, though, from both teams as we look to close out the first half. Parkland College is heavily on top. Vonderheide to Guzman. Guzman will look to Collins now. Collins up, draws the contact, and will go to the line for 2. Jenna, will you be here in the second half, or will we have another color commentator joining me? I don't know what our plan is. I think I'm doing play-by-play. I really, honestly, Chris Foster has not given me my itinerary of the night.
I think we might be hearing from someone else. It kind of just depends.
Jenna, nonetheless, you've done a great job.
Thank you.
And first shot up for no good for Haley Collins. I know Cole Preston did a little work for us before. I don't know if Coral's going to join us here. I don't know who's going to be around for the men's game either. I have no idea what our schedule is tonight. The folks at home don't either. Steal off the inbound for the Cobras. Ends up in the hands of Vonderheide for a floater, and it's another 2 for Parkland. 63-25. A last-ditch effort here is up and good before the half. The final score at the half is Parkland College 63, Lewis and Clark 28. And, well, that's going to be it for the first half of action here in the women's basketball contest. Again, we'll be back with the second half of action for the girls. We'll be back in between games for sophomore night for the men's. And we'll also be here for a special halftime during the men's competition that highlights the national champions back from 1986. Chris Foster was running around back then in the basketball camps. We'll come back again for the second half of action. You're watching Parkland College TV. More women's basketball after the break.
And welcome back to Parkland College, where we're about to watch the second half of the women's basketball game. It's Parkland versus Lewis and Clark tonight, and Parkland's currently up 63-27. We've got about 30 seconds until the game resumes. And
Jenna, how's it going? Cole Preston joining you tonight.
good to have you back, Cole.
Absolutely. Going into the second half, you know, Parkland's got a pretty commanding lead. Of course, there's a lot of ball game left. Parkland going into this 21-5. I believe, if I'm reading this correctly, Lewis and Clark is 3-23.
They are. Ball's coming in with Lewis and Clark. It's number 4, Latasia Deloney, that has it, taking it up the court. She passes it to Raylan Lakeva, and Vonderheide takes the steal. She's taking it up. This is Leah Brown for the layup. Latasia's back with the ball.
Parkland College really working the ball tonight.
They are. You've been sitting here a little bit. What have you been seeing?
Like I say, it just seems like, of course, they're taking it serious. However, it looks like they're having a little fun tonight, which is good to see. It's you know, makes the game fun.
Ciara Brown had the ball, passed it to Vonderheide. Vonderheide back to Brown. Sophia Perez getting in there too. Parkland's just passing around the outside right now. Perez with it. She's going to drive in and pass it back out. Ciara Brown put up for a 3, but it was not good. Lewis and Clark taking it back down the court. Number 10, Ava Smith with the ball. She passes it out to Abby Kreitner for a 3, but it was no good. Parkland back up the court. Guzman has the ball currently. Passing it around again. Perez with the ball. She takes a long 3, and it's good.
Beautiful 3.
She's been hitting them a lot tonight.
Yeah. And you like to see Parkland working the ball, looking for a good shot like that, you know. Last possession came up short, but you got to take shots.
For sure. It's currently a 41-point game. Lewis and Clark passing it around the outside. And a turnover. Perez takes it up the court, passes it off to Guzman, and she's going to draw the foul and make the layup.
You'll have to see the follow through. Good teamwork there. Great drive.
Definitely. See if she can make it a 3-point play. We're going to have a couple of subs. Nay Ibikwe.
Not sure if we talked about it in the first half, but Guzman joins us from Union City, New Jersey.
Wow. Guzman's free throw is good, and she's going to come out of the game. Got Kiara Ophelia coming in for her. Parkland's doing a bit of a high press, not putting as much pressure on right now. Latasia Deloney's taking the ball up the court for the Trailblazers. Ruby Stuckmeyer with the ball. Back to Deloney. She drove it in, but the layup was no good. Rebound for Parkland. Trinity Harden taking it up the court. Ophelia with it. Back to Harden. Inside, Vonderheide for a little put up, and it was good.
And the quick turn. That was nice.
Those are the plays that you want to see.
Absolutely. Good play by Trinity Harden.
Parkland have good defense, keeping them up top.
Definitely not letting off the gas.
Definitely not. Perez with a rebound. Long pass to Harden. Little put up, and it was short. Abby Kreitner with the rebound. And Deloney with the put up. Also fell short.
Beautiful Euro step there.
Got a loose ball. Nobody knows whose it's going to be. Trailblazers recovered it. They're looking to get one in. Parkland rebound. Perez is taking it down the court. Pass off to Harden and layup.
Again, the chemistry is just there tonight. Parkland College working the ball, continuing with the lead here in the third quarter.
We've got 6 minutes, 7 seconds left in this quarter. Parkland currently at 77. Lewis and Clark with 27. Vonderheide playing some defense down in the corner. Deloney with the ball. She tried to get a pass off to Ava Smith, but it messed up. Sayla Campion back in the game for the Cobras.
Again, even with the commanding lead, the Cobras applying a lot of pressure here on defense. You know what they say, the best offense is defense.
Yes, I have heard that before. And they're not always wrong when they say that. Orphelia taking it up the court. She's going to pass to Harden. Harden's going to take a three, and it is good.
Beautiful.
Parkland's really been on their three-point game tonight.
Yeah, yeah. Just keeps the momentum. Harden with a beautiful three.
Aniston Mapes taking it for the Trailblazers. See a little movement on offense, not much happening. Rachel Bagley with it, and a foul was called on Parkland.
A little frustration there, but, you know, got to go for it sometimes.
It was on
Harden's getting after it.
Harden, yep, it was her first foul.
Yeah.
We had a sub, Vonderheide coming out of the game. Leah Brown came in for her. Mapes with the ball for the Trailblazers, passes it off to LaCava. She passes it back
between
out.
3 and 5. We'll be right back.
And out of bounds, but it's going to be the Trailblazers' ball still.
Trailblazers struggling with the pressure that Parkland College is applying right now. Getting a lot of subs in. It's interesting how the Trailblazers basically will sub out the whole team between breaks.
Yeah, it's like complete lineup shift.
Yep.
Ooh, 42.
That was an
Ruby
impressive shot.
Stuckmeyer. With a little hook shot.
Yeah, yuck that one up there.
Leah Brown with the ball currently. Oh.
They calling that? Yep, you got two.
May went up for a shot and was fouled. She'll be at the free throw line.
Nay, a native of Cleveland, Ohio. Comes to us from Lutheran East High School.
Her first one was short. She's got 4 points on the night total. Hoping to make it more. Second one was also short, but Harden came up with the rebound. She's going to pass it out to Orphelia. Orphelia's going to take her time with it. Back to Harden. Harden down low. Mapes got the rebound for the Trailblazers. She's taking it up the court. Passes it off to Kreitner.
You know, while we didn't come up with points on that possession, we're looking good. We're commanding. We're trying to look for good shots, and you don't always come up with everything, right? But we're definitely applying that pressure on defense, which gives us more looks on offense.
For sure. Harden just put up a 3 and it was no good, but Campion came up with the offensive rebound and got it back out. Harden's going to take it to the hoop now. She looks like she was fouled, but no call there.
Is our audio on?
Parkland had the foul on that one. It was on Ophelia. That was her first of the game. We're going to do a whole lineup change for the Cobras.
Check.
Guzman, Perez, Brown, Vonderheide, and Collins are in the game now. Guzman's taking it up the court. She passes it to Brown. Back to Guzman. Perez in there. Back to Brown. Perez. Perez is going to take the three-pointer. It was short. Lakeva is taking the ball up the court for the Trailblazers. She passed it to Jones. Jones went up for the layup and missed. Vonderheide got the rebounds, taking it up the court for the Cobras. She passes out to Guzman. Guzman to Perez. Perez to Brown for a three-pointer, which is good. Kreitner's going to take the ball up the court for the Trailblazers. She's going to pass it off to Deloney. Deloney's going to drive and pull it back out. Pass the ball to Jones. Jones is looking to take it up the middle. The Trailblazer basketball on that call. Got 1:36 left in this quarter. Parkland 85, Lewis and Clark 31. Ball gets into Deloney. She's going to take it up the court for herself. And the basket is good.
Impressive finish by Deloney. She's had a few really athletic plays tonight. I've been impressed with her performance. Definitely some talent from the other side of the court, if you will.
She's got 10 points on the night. It's looking like their main offense is coming from her. She missed the free throw, and Collins got the rebound for the Cobras.
And
Looks like there was a foul on that play. I didn't see it clearly.
Yeah, but with what you just said, you know, she can't be getting those fouls.
Brown has the ball. She's going to pass it to Vonderheide. Back out to Guzman. To Perez. Guzman again. She's going to drive in. Pass it out to Perez for a three. Which just falls a little short. Vonderheide gets the offensive rebound and puts it up. And out of bounds on the Cobras.
A little bit of frustration on the side of the Cobras. A few players, I think, wanted a foul on that shot from 12, Vonderheide.
Kreitner taking it up the court. Looking to do something with it in the last 50 seconds. Gets it to Jones. Jones misses the layup. Vonderheide with the rebound to Brown, to Guzman. Inside to Collins. Collins is out to Brown, to Perez. Cross-court pass to Guzman. Guzman into Collins. She's going to put it up. No good.
Really working the ball tonight. I know we keep saying it, but it's good to see. It's good to see.
For sure. Lots of passing, especially when they're up by this much.
Again, I think it speaks to Parkland taking command tonight.
For sure.
It's just about 5 seconds left in the third.
three-pointer from deep by Raylan LaCava. And that's the end of the third quarter. Cobras 85, Trailblazers 36. And we're back at the start of the fourth quarter. The Cobras had the ball. Looking at some passing on the offense. Guzman took a shot. Fell a little short. LaCava came up with the rebound. Passed it off to Deloney. Deloney's looking for something. Kreitner has the ball now. She's passing it inside to LaCava. Out of bounds call off the Cobras. It's going to be Trailblazer basketball. Kreitner's going to try and get it in. She passes it way up top to LaCava. And offensive rebound for Stuckmeyer. Put back up, and it was good. Guzman's going to take it down the court for the Cobras. What do you think, Cole? You think they'll make it to 100 tonight?
I think we're going to see it. At the same time, you know, I think at this point in the game, you just kind of take it easy. Bleed out the rest of the night and take it into next week, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. Kreitner with the ball again. That'll be out of bounds on the Cobras. Deloney's going to pass it in for the Trailblazers. Made a little bit of an overthrow there. Vonderheide came up with the ball. She gets the ball off to Brown. Brown's taking it up. Wide open pass to Ney down low. Deloney came up with the rebound on that. She's going to drive it all the way down. Pass it out to Smith. Smith's going to take a three, and it's going to be short. Guzman comes back with the rebound for that. She's taking it down the court. Passes it to Perez. Perez shoots a three. It was no good. Cobras tried for a rebound there, but came off as over the back. The foul was on 34, Ney Abekwe. We're going to have a sub for the Trailblazers. Kelsey Jones came in for Ava Smith. It's looking like the Cobras are still applying some full court pressure.
Yeah, still applying pressure, not giving up. Definitely working their way towards that 100 you asked me about a little bit ago. Folks, you can check us out at parkland.edu. Consider advancing your future here at Parkland College.
Brown for a three, falls a little short. Deloney came off with the rebound on that one. She's going to take it up the court, pass it to Kreitner. Kreitner's going to dribble out. She's going to get it to Jones. Jones is going to pass it out to Stuckmeyer. Stuckmeyer's looking for the inside pass to Deloney. Deloney to Kreitner. Kreitner for 3 and falls short. Perez comes up with the rebound for the Cobras and takes it down the court. She's going to pass it out to Guzman. Back to Perez. Perez to Vonderheide. To Guzman. To Brown.
Parkland working it, bleeding off some time.
Vonderheide for a 3.
Knocking down a 3.
I mean, when you're seeing passing like that, you're going to have some open 3s.
Yeah, and they passed up a few. I think, again, they're just kind of showing they're in control at this point. And here we are with another turnover.
Turnover to easy layup for Vonderheide.
Easy 90 points for Parkland College. 38 Lewis Clark. Looks like we're going into a timeout.
Timeout. We're going to have some subs, too. And we're coming back into the game. We've got 6:53 left in the fourth quarter. Cobras at 90, Trailblazers at 38. It's Trailblazer basketball. Mapes is going to take it up the court for the Trailblazers. Guzman's still applying pressure. She'll pass it off to Deloney. Deloney's trying to look inside. She's got it to Stuckmeyer. Stuckmeyer to Kreitner. Kreitner passes it out to Mapes. Mapes to Deloney. Deloney's going to drive it in, look for the shot. She's going to get a travel called on that one.
Yep. If Lewis and Clark comes away with a loss tonight, they'll be going to 3-24. Meanwhile, the Parkland College Cobras would be bumping up to 22-5 on the season.
Vonderheide with the ball to Orphelia. Orphelia for a 3, and it falls. That puts Cobras at 93, Trailblazers at 38.
For folks that may have missed last week, the Cobras came away with a win against the Lakers. So it was 87-60. It was Saturday afternoon right here at home. Rough fall for number 4.
Looking like it, yeah.
Hoping she's looking like she's all right, but you hate to see falls like that.
Got a sub for the Trailblazers. Rachel Bagley in for Raylan LaCava. Trailblazers get it in to Kreitner. Kreitner to Deloney in the corner for a corner 3 that fell. Orphelia's going to take it down the court. She's going to pass it to Guzman. Lots of passing for the Cobras again. Guzman's got the ball again. Orphelia now. She's going to pass it down to Brown. Trailblazers is going to take the rebound. Deloney with the ball.
Big time pressure from Parkland College here as the Trailblazers try to come up with something. As we wind down the fourth quarter, just under 5 minutes getting here.
Vonderheide for 2. Little jump shot there.
94, we might see 100, Jenna.
We could. Had a three-pointer by Rachel Bagley, but it was a little bit off. Guzman got the rebound and took it coast to coast.
Yeah, absolutely. Having a great night tonight, number 2, Guzman.
Looking at Kreitner with the ball, trying to dribble it in for a drive. She passed out to Deloney for a 3, but it fell short. Harden got the rebound, passed it up to Guzman. Guzman's taking it down the court. She passed it off to Vonderheide for a nice easy bucket there.
Very good look.
Cobras with 98, Lewis and Clark with 41. Deloney taking it back up the court again. She's looking for her options now.
Just hitting 3:45 left here in the 4th quarter. 98-41, Cobras lead.
Guzman taking it up the court. She's going to pass it off to Harden. Harden makes the basket.
Beautiful dish off to Harden there.
That puts your Cobras at 100. We're going to take a timeout here, I think.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, this broadcast is brought to you by Jenna's Flapjacks. Jenna just recently opened up a breakfast spot. Check it out, Jenna's Flapjacks. We'll be right back.
And we're going to come back. It's Trailblazers just coming off their bench. It was a full timeout by them. We're looking at Trailblazer basketball. Jones is going to pass the ball in. She passed it to Kreitner. Kreitner's going to take it up the court. Orphelia's playing some hard defense on her.
Yeah, at least backing off into to half court and then applying some pressure.
For sure.
As we start to close this game out.
Got a rebound by Brown. She passed it off to Harden. Harden's going to pass it to Orphelia. Orphelia's passing it back to Harden for a 3. It was a bit short. Didn't quite make it. Had a bit of a collision there. That's a little.
Say a little bit of contact, but we're moving down the court. Shot clock down to 15.
Harden gets the rebound for the Cobras off of that one. Taking it up the court. Back to Orphelia. Campion has it now. Orphelia. Brown. Oh. Jones took it. She passed it off to Kreitner. Kreitner, a little layup for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, nice look by Kreitner.
Orphelia with the ball again to Campion. Outside the three-pointer. Collins has it down low now. She's going to pass it back out to Orphelia. To Harden on the outside for another three-pointer.
Harden says, give me more. Give me more. Very good shot by
Kreitner taking it up the court. Less than 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter here. Kreitner passing it off to LaCava. Foul was called there, I believe, on Collins.
Yeah, I believe that was on Collins.
Yep.
Collins
first
out
foul.
of St. Cloud, Florida, ladies and gentlemen. They went to St. Cloud High School. I wish I would. You know, today the weather was pretty nice, but I wish I was in Florida right now.
Mm-hmm.
So.
For sure. First free throw is good. It's number 14, Raylan LaCava at the line. second is also good. 2 for 2 at the line for her. Harden takes it out, passes it to Orphelia. Back to Harden, into Collins. A little bit of an overpass there. Trailblazers tried to get it, but made a pass to Collins. Collins put it up for a layup.
As we come in on a minute left in this game, this, like I said, this is going to put the Parkland College Cobras at 22-5 this season. Let's see here. We'll look at who they're playing next week. I'll try to figure that out for folks that are listening in.
Ava Smith had a jumper for the Trailblazers there. And Trinity Harden just had another 3 for the Cobras. Puts them at 108 to the Trailblazers 47.
Looks like we'll be playing Lincoln Land Community College February 25th at 5:30 p.m. in Springfield, Illinois.
Good to know. Long pass to Campion underneath. Fell a little short though. Jones now has the ball for the Trailblazers. She's going to take a 3, and it also falls short. Ava Smith came up with the rebound. Lots of passing around.
I mean, you got to admire the spirit here, but yeah, I think we're going to see the clock wind down as the Cobras take this one away, 108-47.
Looking that way, yep.
It was nice to join you tonight, Jenna.
Yes, it was nice having you.
Yeah, and thank you everybody that tuned in tonight for a win for the Parkland College Cobras. Once again, I am Cole Preston, joined with Jenna Clemens. We'll see you on the next broadcast. I don't think I'm going to be there, will you?
Honestly, not sure.
Okay, well, folks, stay tuned for our next ball game. We'll be back.
See you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in here to Parkland College as we have sophomore night, recognizing our sophomores here in the men's program. You can see there on the floor, Gio Garcia. He's escorted by men's basketball coach Matt Fellensfeld. And from Chicago, he's from Chicago Prep Sports Academy in Chicago. He played 22 games. His career percentages are 47% from the field goal, 36% 3 points, and Gio's record at Parkland is currently 20-6 with a career winning percentage of .770. Gio will graduate this spring with his associate degree and plans to attend an institution where he can continue playing basketball while pursuing a bachelor's degree in sports management. Cody McStraw is escorted by men's basketball assistant coach Jimmy Daly. He's from Marist College North Shore in Sydney, Australia. Cody played 26 games, starting 26. His career percentages are 49% from the field goal, 38% from three, while averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds this season. Cody's record at Parkland is currently 20-6 with a career winning percentage of .770. Cody will graduate this spring with his associate's degree and plans to attend an institution where he can continue playing basketball while pursuing a bachelor's degree in sports and exercise science. Coming up next, number 24, Grant Chamberlain. He's escorted by his parents, Mark and Ellie Chamberlain. They are from Lake Nona High School in Orlando, Florida. Does Grant come to us from? But again, the Chamberlains from Orlando, Florida. Grant played 61 games, starting 27. His career percentage is 47%, from field goal, 42% from three, and 78% from the free throw line. While averaging 14 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists a game this season, Grant's record at Parkland is currently 62-9 with a career-winning percentage of .873. Grant was a huge part of the Parkland 2024-2025 National Championship runner-up team. Grant will graduate this spring with an associate degree and plans to attend an institution where he can continue playing basketball while pursuing a bachelor's degree in business. The next player coming out onto the floor is number 30, Jaden Martin. He's escorted by his parents, Keith and Patricia Martin. He comes to us from Dominican High School in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Played 61 games, starting 43. His career percentages are 50% from the field goal, 40% from the three-point land, and 80% from the free throw line. While averaging 22 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists a game this season, Jaden's record at Parkland is currently 62-9 with a career-winning percentage of .873. Jaden was a huge part of the Parkland 2024-2025 National Championship runner-up team. Jaden will graduate this spring with his associate's degree and plans to attend an institution where he can continue playing basketball while pursuing a bachelor's degree in sports management. You can see Coach John Bowler out there with all the sophomores. We have one final sophomore here tonight, number 40, Nick Harrell. Nick is escorted by his parents, Marie and Kenrick Harrell. He's from Tinley Park High School in Tinley Park, Illinois. He's played 25 games, starting 15. His career percentages are 45% from the field goal, while averaging 8.5 points, 6 rebounds this season. Nick's record at Parkland is currently 20-6 with a career-winning percentage of .770. Nick will graduate this spring with his associate's degree and plans to attend an institution where he can continue playing basketball while pursuing a bachelor's degree in kinesiology. Congratulations to all of the sophomores here for Parkland College. Again, great work from all of those young men. You can see them on the floor. All of the families, the coaching staff. Great look. You can see it there on your screen from our camera folks here. Again, a great, great honor here on what is sophomore night at Parkland College. We have honored the sophomores, and we will be back 20 minutes here set on the clock. As you can see the crowd here cheering for all the sophomores. Warm-ups will get set and ready to go. And here just momentarily before tip-off, we'll be back. Again, you're watching Parkland College TV live from Parkland College. That was sophomore night. We'll be back with the men's action here in just a little bit with Lewis and Clark. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back into Parkland College for a men's basketball matchup between Parkland College and Lewis and Clark. Both teams coming into this contest look a little different. Parkland College, the home team, coming into the contest 20-6 overall. However, on a 2-game losing streak, they look to break the streak here on sophomore night. They're 10-3 at home, but they have an opponent in Lewis and Clark, the Trailblazers. 9-16 on the year so far. They were also on a 2-game losing streak. One of these teams will break their losing streak here this evening. They're 2-8 on the road, are the Trailblazers. I'm Jake Green. Alongside is David. David, we did this on my radio show earlier. David.
Yes, David Leonore.
There it is.
A little tough.
I keep wanting to say Leor.
I see. Slowly.
But it's Leon.
Yes. Leonore.
David Leon. Okay. Sorry, David. We've only been classmates for how long? And I don't know your last name?
3 weeks,
sorry.
probably.
I'm sorry.
That's all good.
That's on me. Well, to the floor for the Trailblazers. They have 5 on the floor, and we'll take a look at them after the starting lineup here for the Cobras.
Yes, today we have a very exciting game. Both teams will go all out this night. Parkland at home. That might give them the advantage this night.
The Cobras will come out of the tunnel. We'll look at the first man to come out, and that's going to be number 20. That's Chris Bush. He comes from here in Champaign-Urbana. The hometown boy comes out first of the tunnel here on sophomore night. Coming out now, number 22, that's Cody McStraw, the 6'4 sophomore, coming to us from Sydney, Australia. Another sophomore. Coming out of the tunnel now, Grant Chamberlain, the 6'7 redshirt sophomore from Orlando, Florida. He's the third Cobra to come out of the tunnel as they wear their gray here tonight. Jaden Martin comes into this contest, I believe, just getting over his 1,000 points. I do remember seeing that right. The 6'4 sophomore from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Nick Carroll, the last man to come out of the tunnel for Parkland College. He comes to us from Chicago, Illinois, and Brother Rice High School. He's a 6'5 redshirt sophomore.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Parkland plays this night as they are missing 6 of their players.
A few are missing for the Cobras. We'll look at the lineup here for the Trailblazers. We see 00 Brian Wright out of Baldwin, Missouri. For the jump is going to be Tim Howden. He comes to us from Doreen, Australia. A couple of folks from down under in this contest. Dwight Lomax Jr. from St. Louis, Missouri is on the floor. And getting the tip early and the quick bucket for the Trailblazers is number 20, David Marshall Jr. from Belleville, Illinois. So just like that, really quick into this ball game, Lewis and Clark up 2-zip over the Cobras. Now it's time for the offensive set. Something different from the girls' game we saw just a little bit ago is that these guys will play 2 halves instead of 4 quarters. It's the Cobras with the rock here is on the right side drive. It's a kick to the left side corner to McStraw, no good. Rebounded by Chamberlain here with Jaden Martin on a 3-point ball. It's up and it's good through the contact for Martin. Parkland 3, Lewis and Clark 2 with 19-19 to go in half number 1. It's Lewis and Clark back on the offensive as they look to answer back from Martin's 3-point bucket.
Yeah, and going back to that bucket, Jaden Martin is 6'4", so he's going to really take advantage of his height for these shots tonight.
One of the leading point scorers for the Cobras is Martin as he looks to take it down through the key. He'll dump it off to McStraw, and they get up and good for 2. The Parkland Cobras up 5-2 over Lewis and Clark with 18:47. Clicking down here in half number 1. It's Lewis and Clark, the Trailblazers, looking to get a win off of a 2-game losing streak. Again, a little bit of troubles on the season for the Trailblazers. The hook shot on the reverse is no good. Whistle blows.
Very good job from Parkland early on with the defense. We see very good man coverage. Everybody's on their spot, following their opponents, not letting an inch, not letting anybody go through it. And as we could see, it avoided Lewis and Clark scoring.
There on the foul, though, is going to be 00 Brian Wright. He picks up his first, team's first. as Jade Martin has the rock as he crosses the timeline here for the Cobras. Shot clock at 20. To Harrell down low, spinning, twirling off the glass. It'll roll and dump into the bottom. Harrell in for 2. 7-2 your score. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark with 18-10 to go in quarter one, or in half one rather. It'll be right with the rock at the top of the key. He looks inside to the big man. Heavy defensive pressure up from Parkland. That's going to be on Tim Howden. Tim Howden kicks it out, though. Ends up back in the hands of Wright for a 3-ball, and it's up and in and good. 7-5 your score. 2 points to differential. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark. 17:43 to go, David.
Yeah, and as we could see, the defense was very good. They had a 2-man pressure, but unfortunately at the end, Lewis and Clark were able to find a free man and score.
It'll be Cody McStraw looking here on the right side. Pressure, fadeaway jumper ends up and good for 2. 9-5 your score. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark. 17:20 to go in half number 1. It'll be Dwight Lomax Jr. Give to Brian Wright on a contested 3-ball. It's no good. It'll jump off the iron and go back the other way for the Cobras in the hands of number 20, Chris Bush, the Champaign native. Bush taking it to the rack. He'll look to kick out. He'll find Martin. Martin on a long 3-ball from the left side, and it's all knocked all the way down. 12-5 your score. 16:55 to go in half number 1. So far, it's been Parkland really being the aggressor so far, David.
Yeah, as we were talking about early on, this game was going to be very aggressive from the start, very competitive. Hopefully they can stay like this and keep the score. Keep scoring points, keep Lewis and Clark making errors, making these mistakes like we see right now.
Dwight Lomax Jr. on the 3-point ball. It's no good. It'll end up in the defensive board for Parkland as they go back quickly in transition.
Got a free man in the back.
Here comes Chamberlain. He'll kick to Bush. Bush on a 3-point ball, no good. Defensive board here from Lewis and Clark as they move in transition. It'll be Brian Wright with the rock. He'll kick to the corner to Lomax Jr. Now in the hands of Hassani Elliott to Wright. Wright's 3-pointer will be no good as McStraw battles for it here with the Cobras. There's a one-on-one battle as he goes to the rack. He'll kick out now to Chamberlain. A 3-point ball on the right side's no good. Just a little bit of left. It'll be saying Parkland ball. You can see there on that possession. Actually, first on the floor. We'll talk about it when we come back. A timeout on the floor. We'll take one, too. 12-5 your score. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark. 15:55 to go when we come back here in the first half. And welcome back to Parkland College. Chris Foster's in the building with us tonight. Shout out to Chris for running the in Glody's down there running the graphics.
Yeah, we have a great team tonight for you all, ladies and gentlemen.
Chris was taking care of some business. That's why we didn't come back right away, right? Scroll moment. 15:45. 1:45. Com 1:45 here at Parkland College, bringing you the game tonight. Mr. Welter's checked into the contest here for the Cobras. Day Tolliver is also checked in here. Mr. Welter's parents right behind us. A three-point ball from Chamberlain. It's up and knocked down from the left side. And wing to corner area, he gets up and he gets down. 15-7 your score with 15:15 to go in period one. It's Lewis and Clark, the Trailblazers, on the offensive, David.
Trailblazers have been struggling a little bit early on. They still haven't found a footing when it comes to the defense mostly, but that can always change.
15 minutes to go here in period one. It'll be on a drive from Lennox Jr., a kick out, though, to number 20. That's going to be David Marshall Jr. Marshall Jr. will get the 2-point bucket here for the Trailblazers, the 6'4 sophomore out of Belleville. Now for the Cobras, it's a look to Welter in the corner. It'll be the Trey Welter. Now to Jaden Martin. Martin looking near the top of the key. With all of his moves, he kicks out to the left side. Ends up in the hands of Chamberlain at the top of the key. No good as it bounces off the iron. Dave Tolliver in there moving around number 34.
Apologies. I like what I'm seeing from Parkland. They're moving into the under the rim, getting the defense out of the way. Cody McStraw, we saw it earlier, he would run for the ball. He would get those rebounds and immediately run to under the rim and pass it back to his teammates who are ready for shooting.
Really good insight there, David.
I believe that's the play for tonight for Parkland Cobras. As I see them keep doing this, keeping Lewis and Clark on their toes, not letting them rest, getting them tired.
The inbound will go for the Trailblazers. Off of the drive from Mr. Welter. It's right now near the Cobra logo as he'll look to the right side as they move the motion for the offense of the Trailblazers. A 3-point bucket. It's up and down and good for Mario Brown Jr., the sophomore forward out of Madison, Illinois, with the Granite City High School. Jaden Martin comes down on the left side. He'll take it all the way to the rack. Heavy contact. He gets the 2-ball. Head coach John Bowler wants the and one bucket. I can see where he wants the contact. And a technical foul, I think. And wow, okay. John Bowler is going to get teed.
Yeah, I believe I saw John Bowler immediately claim that foul as soon as there was contact early on in the play.
Honestly, I'm very surprised we got a technical that quick. And the reason being is typically you can typically there's a little room to jaw. And displeasure on a call is not foreign at all. Kind of surprised there, honestly, that a tee came from across the floor that quick. But nonetheless, sends the Trailblazers to the line and Mario Brown Jr. 17-14, just like that, we have a ball game as this thing has closed in within 3. Those extra free throws helping out Lewis and Clark quite a bit. The inbound coming on their left side of your screen. Actually, you see it up close and personal from Austin Zock. It'll be right now with the Rock as he looks to the right side, needs help. He'll look, spin, twirl, looks to kick out to the top, and he's got Ian Brantley there to help. The drive coming on the baseline from Xavier Hassler-Godfrey. He gets up on the reverse and good for 2.
Parkland's still doing very good. When they get a chance, they do 2-man defense if possible to try and help. Unfortunately, it didn't work this time, but
Martin takes it to the rack, and he's good for 2. Jaden Martin has been on fire as of late. One heck of a piece here for this Cobra. Offense, defense, and all around. It's 12:45 to go in the first half. At halftime, we'll have the recognition of the 86 national title team. So don't go anywhere at halftime. We'll have it all live right here. They battle forward around on the Lewis and Clark end. They pull it back out near the logo and set up. With 13 to go on the shot clock, they'll have to start to move a little quick. Down low is Brantley. The left side of the glass is no good. It bounces off the iron. It'll go back for the Cobras in the hands of number 34, Dave Tolliver. They'll end up now with Grant Chamberlain to Martin, now to Welter. Welter looking on that far side, looking to drive baseline. He'll kick to Chamberlain. Chamberlain's 3-ball, no good. 12 minutes now, and period number 1 to go. Again, they play halves here on the men's side. A 3-point ball coming from Lewis and Clark, and it's back off the iron and comes all the way out for Trey Welter to be able to get the rebound and send the offensive look for Parkland down the other side. Welter up and in and good for 3. A timeout coming from Lewis and Clark, and we'll take 1-2. Again, we'll be back here from Parkland College in the Dons Athletic Complex. We'll be back in 60 seconds here. You're watching Parkland College TV. Welcome back to Parkland College here in beautiful Champaign, Illinois, off the 3-ball from Trey Welter. His parents are up behind us, longtime head coach at Monticello, Coley Welter.
Yeah, right now we see a 6-point lead by Parkland as Lewis and Clark isn't taking advantage of their 3-point shots. They haven't been able to successfully hit them as well as Parkland has been able to tonight.
22-16 your score, 11:35 to go in period number 1. I'll get the quarter thing out of the way eventually. It might just be in the second half of this ball game. Lewis and Clark running the rock.
10 seconds.
Yep, 10 to go on the shot clock. You can see Brantley with a 3-ball. It's to the right side. Long and right, and it'll go the other way for Parkland College with 11:17 left to go in period number 1.
I like what I'm seeing. Everybody on Parkland has been chasing the ball. Everybody, no one's standing still. Everyone's moving. Everyone is trying to score, defend.
Had a good mix-up of players coming in from the Parkland bench as well. As we get a 3-ball into the near side. No good as it will roll around the iron for Date Tolliver. Now it's Lewis and Clark, the Trailblazers, quickly back on their side in transition. Down low is going to be number 3, Xavier Hassler-Godfrey. He gets in and good for 2. 22-18 your score. 4 points the differential with 10:42 go in period number 1. The knockaway from the Trailblazers will end up still in the Parkland end. Subs coming in. We see Gio Garcia and Jaden Martin. Everyone wearing a gray jersey tonight for the Cobras has officially checked into this contest. Garcia, one of those sophomores here for the Cobras. 22-18 your score, 10:35 to go in period number 1. Here's Garcia on the near side. He'll look off the screen from Bush, now back to Bush as he'll look to the drive to the rack on the right side. It's no good, off the glass, and it'll go back to the south end for Lewis and Clark. Both teams moving at a pretty fast pace on both sides of the ball. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. We saw the shot clock get down to 2 seconds on the last possession. A long 3-ball is up and no good for Hassler-Godfrey. Right on the rebound offensively. Putback from Brantley is up but no good. Parkland will secure the defensive board after a couple of opportunities, and it's Jaden Martin on the return back for the Cobras. A jumper inside on the right, no good. And it'll be rebounded defensively by Wright. He'll give to a fellow teammate in Dwight Lomax Jr. Jr. now taking it to the rack, and no. Kind of a last-ditch effort there to draw contact, I think, and that time no effort or contact coming from David Marshall Jr.
This is what you want to see from a game where both teams are on a losing streak. You want to see teams playing aggressive. You want to see them trying to score. You want a competitive game. It makes it great for everybody involved.
The foul goes on Nick Harrell. And Marshall Jr. is able to. We have Kobe the Cobra in the house tonight. How about that? First shot, no good. We'll have to see if Chris Foster can get us a shot at Kobe the Cobra at some point here. The mascot's in the building this evening. I haven't seen Kobe out recently.
This is my first time seeing him, actually.
Huh? Kobe the Cobra. Second
Missing
shot is
his
up.
hands.
And I was going to say, and there they are. The hands have just been delivered to Kobe.
That's why he couldn't be on camera. How we couldn't show that to the audiences.
That's funny. There he is. Look at that. Awesome. Three-pointer up from Martin is up and good all the way down. 25-19 your score. 9:15 to go in period number one as Lewis and Clark goes back the other way. Kobe says, way to knock down the tray ball, Jaden. 20 to go on the shot clock, 9 minutes to go. Whistle blows, kick called. And David, what are you seeing so far as we have worked ourselves just under 10 minutes to go in the period number one?
I'm seeing a great game by Parkland. If they continue this way, it'll be great. Jaden Martin, 13 points tonight so far. He's really taking advantage of the position. 6'4", really helping him shooting. So if Lewis and Clark aren't covering him, he'll always take advantage and shoot the ball when he has a chance.
You just saw Martin get there defensively to disrupt the offensive set there for Lewis and Clark as the jumper goes in for David Marshall Jr. Jaden Martin, David, one of those guys that you look at, and I'll tell you what, he is very physical. He's not afraid to draw the contact and do what he has to do, and he does a great job at it. Garcia gets trapped on the far side, and it'll force a timeout from the Cobras. We'll take 1-2. Your score 25-21 with 8:42 to go here in period number one. We'll be back from Champaign after the break. You're watching the Parkland College TV, fueled by Com 145. Welcome back to Parkland College here in a matchup between Parkland and Lewis and Clark. The Cobras come into this contest again 20-6 on a two-game losing streak. The Trailblazers come in 9-16 on a two-game losing streak. 25-21 your score. It's 4 points the differential for Parkland. It's Martin looking to Chamberlain. A long three ball is up and knocked all the way down. The inbound now for the Trailblazers. Some pressure's up from the Cobras, but they'll let them get across half court, then pick up in a half court press. The offensive look for Lewis and Clark develops on your screen. You can see it there right under the baseline basket. Look at that Cam. So great. Up and personal with the action. A long tray ball for Lewis and Clark is no good. That'll come off the hands of number 32, Tim Halden, the Australia native. Here's Chamberlain to Harrell. Harrell on a long three ball, no good off the front side of the iron. It'll be rebounded by Halden and back the other way for the Trailblazers. 25 to go on the shot clock with 7:50 to go here in the first period. It's Halden twisting, trolling. He needs help. He'll find it in Hassani Elliott. Elliott on that far right side wing. He wears number 21. Elliott now taking it to the rack on the left side, up and off the glass and no good. Rebounded by Chamberlain. Outlet to Jaden Martin, and he'll take it to the rack himself. Up and in and good for two. 30-21. Parkland starting to extend this lead at 9 points the differential. Here, Parkland up over Lewis and Clark with 7:20 to go in period number one.
Martin with 15 points tonight. You see how aggressive he's been playing. It's been working very well for him.
You can see it developing on your screen. It's Lewis and Clark in an offensive set. Passing and cutting a look at the moment as you see it take inside for Lomax Jr. A foul's called and that's going to go on number 20, Chris Bush.
Very interesting. You can hear the crowd boo at that decision by the referee.
John Bowler doesn't look like he doesn't like it either. All right, Chris Bush picks up his second foul, and like that, with 7 minutes to go in the first half, we will have a immediate timeout. We'll be right back after the break. You're watching Parkland College TV live in Champaign.
You didn't hear it.
Welcome back to Parkland College. I'm Jake Green alongside David Leonore. Did I get it right that time?
Yes.
Yes. All right, we got it. David was on my radio show today. If you want to, tune into the Jake Green Show on 88.7, 11 to 1 on Wednesdays.
What's your show about, Jake?
Well, honestly, it's very talk radio based. But honestly, just talking about current things and the music, and I love to have guests on and people, just talking and having a good time, telling stories, and trying to make it enjoyable for the people at home. Dwight Lomax Jr., though, makes it enjoyable if you're a Parkland Cobra fan. He misses the first free throw. The second one coming here for number 4. The shot is up and good. Inbound from Chamberlain to McStraw.
9-point advantage by Parkland. And they've had the advantage most of this game. Lewis and Clark were the ones who had it at first by that immediate score we saw.
Down low, it's Dave Tolliver. He gets in for a 2-ball. That'll be his first 2 points of the night. Jaden Martin notably already at 15. He has 15 of Parkland's 32. 6:30 to go in period number 1. Again, we'll be back for another 20-minute half after the 86 recognition. The national champions from 40 years ago.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, 50 points.
The shot clock expires on the Lewis and Clark offensive set, and it will go now for the Cobras to the north end of the gymnasium. Martin looks to drive in. He'll now kick to Bush down low in the baseline. Foul's call, it'll go on number 32, Tim Halden. And Halden will pick up his, we'll see, looks like his first.
Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, Jaden Martin with 15 points. If I were John Bauer, I would focus on him and play around him. He's very central to tonight's game plan.
A 3-point look from Martin, and he knocks it down right there. David called it. Something else to note, though, Chris Bush coming out of the ball game. And he's over with Kevin Harbour, the athletic trainer, favoring what looks to be a left side knee. We'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully Chris all A-okay. 5:40 to go in period number 1. It's Holden down low on a fadeaway, and he's got it for 2. Holden gets in for what is, they don't have him up on the board. I don't know where his points are at. They don't have a scorekeeper with us either. Jaden Martin drives toward the left side. He'll go now with Tolliver. Tolliver now will go with McStraw with a flashing arrow. A backdoor look to McStraw, and he's up and off the glass, and he's got it good for 2.
And there's McStraw again under the board, as we were talking about, under a net, playing dangerously down there. Lewis and Clark don't have an answer for him yet.
They're able to work down low really heavily tonight. Physicality out of the Cobras has really helped them here tonight, David.
Yes, they're playing very eager. They want to break their losing score and get back on track this season.
The foul down low. Looks like it's going to go on number 24. We'll await the call. Couldn't quite see the official there on my side. Looks like maybe 20. So that's going to be on number 20, David Marshall Jr. He picks up number 1, his team's third. Parkland has 4 team fouls. I don't remember the bonus rules in college, but I think it might be 7 when they get into a bonus situation. I'm not for sure, though, considering they play halves. Become accustomed to high school ball, David.
Yeah, I'm not great with college, high school basketball.
Oh, there's the almost the slammer. It'll end up no good for Chamberlain. It's Tolliver in the corner, needs help. Ball will go off of Lewis and Clark, off the throw. Smart ball game right there from the Cobras. Again, if you're trapped there, you got to try and make a play.
Yeah.
He's able to throw it there. And
no teammates around him, so that was the only option he had and the smartest one.
Coach John Bowler calling in the offensive set. It'll be an inbound from Grant Chamberlain. Chamberlain on the inbound for the Cobras. He'll give to Harrell. Now to Tolliver. In the hands of McStraw at the top. They continue to run the set. Chamberlain here on the near side. He'll look toward the right side wing. Needs help with Harrell. Here's a flashing McStraw. Miscommunication, thrown behind the back, and a turnover for the Cobras. On the trip down, it's up and no good for Lewis and Clark. They get their own board. Actually, they'll roll off and go the Cobra way. It looks like Trevon Bond.
Yes, McStraw asked for the ball. He didn't receive it, so he ran in, try and get the ball, but the pass was not great. Fortunately, Cobras didn't get scored on.
37-24 with 3:55 to go before halftime. Again, at halftime, we'll have a special ceremony of the 1986 national title team. Stay right here with us. Nick Harrell draws the contact, gets the foul, and the foul is going to go on. Looks like number 22, possibly.
32.
Looks like 32. Well, a timeout on the floor, and we'll take one, too. We'll be right back here. You're watching Parkland College Basketball on Parkland College TV. We'll be back after the break in Champaign. And welcome back to Champaign here at Parkland College, where it's Parkland up over Lewis and Clark, 37-24 with 3:49 to go in period number 1. Hey, there's a good look at the big board. You can see it there in the top left of your screen.
Yeah, Tim Halden picked up the foul, 6'8", one of the taller players tonight from Doreen, Australia. Also, one of 2 players from Australia, Cody McStraw on the Parkland side. Sydney, Australia.
Yeah, a couple from down under here tonight. The foul goes on 00 Brian Wright. You can see on the inbound there in the last time. It's Nick Harrell near here just inside the right side corner. He'll look to drive in. Now a kick out. That's going to go to Tolliver. They battle for it here on the near side. Physicality coming. It ends up though in the hands of Jaden Martin on a long 3 ball. And
Offensive
I
foul.
think that's a charge on Martin. Wow. All right. Okay. 37-24. Can't say I would have classified that as a charge, but I'm not on the floor. And
That makes it 5 fouls for both teams now. each.
Definitely on the brink of bonus, but I don't remember. I don't know if it's 6 or 7. Not the famous meme recently either. A 3-ball up for Lewis and Clark is no good off the hands of Trevon Bond. 3:15 to go here in period number 1. Jaden Martin on that far left side. He'll look to drive. Needs a little bit of help as he might look to pull it out. And he'll go to the rack instead, and he'll find the 2-ball.
Very good play. None of his teammates actually came to help this time, but he was able to find a way to score.
Had to survey his options and decided the best one to take it himself, and it ended up good for the Cobras. 39-24 your score. With the ball in the hands of Wright, as he'll swing to Trevon Bond. Bond will go to Shane Bishop. Bishop with the rock on the right side. Kick to Bond. Bond driving baseline. Floater up and no good.
You can see the pressure for defensively here by Parkland. Lewis and Clark aren't very confident when shooting, even if they have 2 men defending on one.
Dave Tolliver is able to drive in and grab the contact. Bucket's no good. However, he'll go to the line. Fouls on number 11, Shane Bishop, the freshman guard from St. Louis, Missouri. Tolliver will go to the free throw line. He'll have a pair of shots from the charity stripe. The first one is up and good. Score now 40-24 as Parkland continues to pull this one away. Chris Bush back into the ball game. So nice to see that Chris is A-OK and back here with us.
Yes, the lead is extending. That's very great for the fans out here who earlier today saw another lead. If you could remind us, as I wasn't here, what was the score for the women's basketball match?
It was 100-something to maybe 40-something. I don't remember the final, but it was a lot to a little, and it was Parkland College on top.
Great night for everybody here on Parkland College.
So far, so good for both. The men look to steal the deal tonight. So far, they've been playing well and look to end a losing streak. Tolliver gets in. Great communication, great connection, and an offensive look there for Parkland College as they extend this to 18. 1:44 to go in the first period. Again, we'll come back with another 20-minute half after the halftime festivities.
Lewis and Clark struggling. They can't seem to find the connection with their three-point shots, and Parkland College is making it very difficult to enter the paint.
Well, they say an and one down there. I mean, I'd like to take another look at it before I make a judgment, but I'm not sure. Nonetheless, Brian
Chris, give
Wright.
us an instant replay.
Yeah. If anyone wants to donate to the Com 145 program for instant replay equipment, go ahead. Contact Chris Foster at Parkland. Second shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Parkland. 42-26. 1:25 to go in period one. It's Chris Bush across the line here for the Cobras. Now to Garcia. Garcia near the top of the key. He'll twist and turn and end up in the hands of Chamberlain. Now to Bush on that far left side corner. Bush will take it to the rack through double contact, and the whistle blows. Foul's called, and it's going to go on, I believe, double deuce. And it'll put Parkland in the bonus at 7 fouls, and that looks to be on Malik Hall. So Hall will get up for his first foul of the night. 42-26 your score. 1:12 to go in period number one. Chris Bush to the line for the Cobras. First shot is up and good for Bush.
Chris Bush scoring his first points of the night.
Again, the Champaign native. Getting honored here. Actually, no. Looks like he's noted as a freshman.
You must wonder how he feels growing up in the city and being able to play and represent said city.
Definitely. It's got to be really cool to be able to stay close to home and play. Another one that reminds you of is Kylan Boswell over at the University of Illinois, a hometown boy and a big piece of that U of I ball club. 59 clicking down here in the first half.
Oh, hard hit there.
Yes, a hard hit for Chamberlain. Looks like he may have got dinged up a little heavy on the play, but he'll stay in. 55 seconds to go. 43-26 in the first period. And they'll take the sweat up off the floor. Make sure nothing's too sweaty. That sweat can get really slippery, David.
Yeah, very dangerous for these players, but luckily we have a great team here preventing any disasters.
It'll be Gio Garcia as he'll bring the rock across the line in the hands of Jaden Martin. Now to Grant Chamberlain. Ends up back in the hands of Garcia on the left side. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock, 43 on the game clock. It's Bush looking just inside. He'll kick back out to Garcia. With 10 to go on the shot clock, Parkland will have to make a shot here. It's Jaden Martin on a long 3 ball, and he draws the foul. Martin's able to do that well. To where he's able to get in, draw the contact, and then maybe a little extra after the play that, well, maybe it would be or not be. But nonetheless.
Gio Garcia, one of the shorter teammates here in Parkland College alongside Trey Welter with a height of 5'10".
First shot's up and good for Martin, 44-26 your score. 32.3 left to go in period number 1. And Martin back to the line for his second shot. Shot is up and good. He'll go to the line for one more off the foul on the 3-point bucket. Multiple subs checking in here. We see Nick Carroll check in place of Chris Bush. And it looks like number 24, I believe that's Michael Capone checking in for Malik Hill on the Trailblazers side of things. The third shot is up for Martin and in and good. The whistle blows, and we'll see Cody McStraw check in for Jaden Martin. With 32.3 to go in period number 1, 45-26 your score. It's the Cobras up over the Trailblazers.
Jaden Martin with 23 points tonight. He's having a great game.
Again, at halftime, we'll have the recognition of the 1986 national title team. 40-year anniversary coming up here in just a few seconds. Welter up on the defensive for Parkland. It'll be Lewis and Clark, however, trying to get a shot off. The game clock and shot clock separated by just over a second. It's not going to matter, though, as now it's off on the defensive board for the Cobras. McStraw tries to outlet to Chamberlain, and just a little too quick they go. And it'll fall out of bounds and be Lewis and Clark ball with 6.7 seconds to go, David.
Very interesting number to stop on. But, yeah, you see the pressure the players feel when they see that clock go down. And trying to score immediately.
The jumper inside is no good. As the clock runs out here in the first half, we will take a quick break, and then be right back for the national championship recognition. Again, you're watching Parkland College TV, where Parkland's up over Lewis and Clark by 20, 46-26 your score. We'll be right back after the break on Parkland College TV. Welcome back to Parkland College here at halftime as we honor the national title team from 1986. You can see all the gentlemen there, a part of the team. Way back in 1986, March 15th, it was history for Parkland men's basketball. They captured the NJCAA Division II Men's Basketball National Championship with an 88-72 victory over Keystone College of Pennsylvania. It's 40 years later tonight. Well, pretty close nonetheless. The championship team remains one of the most accomplished squads in program history. Led by head coach Tom Cooper, who guided the program from 1978 to 1992, the 1985-86 Cobras compiled a remarkable 31-7 overall record, and they went 5-1 in conference play and demonstrated consistency across every environment. Finishing 15-2 at home, 9-3 on the road, and 7-2 in neutral site contest, the team closed its championship season riding an 11-game winning streak, peaking at exactly the right time. The title game showcased Parkland's depth, discipline, and defensive intensity. Facing Keystone College on the national stage, the Cobras executed with precision to secure the 16-point victory and bring the national trophy back to Champaign. The roster featured several standout performers who played pivotal roles throughout the season and championship run. Terrence Gray from Chicago, Illinois, Jeff Lewis from Champaign, Illinois, Scott Kraft from Princeville, Illinois, Mike Rombout from Chicago, Illinois. Each made significant contributions. Terry Cook of Decatur, Illinois emerged as a key catalyst, leading the team in steals and ranking second in scoring and anchoring the Cobras championship push with all his all-around performance. Corky Card from Crystal Lake also provided valuable production during the historic campaign. The 1985-1986 national title team remains a defining chapter in Parkland College athletics. Their discipline, teamwork, and relentless drive set the standard for future Cobra squads and cemented their legacy within the NJCAA ranks. Again, they are here with us tonight. You can see there on your screen the national title trophy, some pictures in the net from that game. And you can see the gentleman right there on your screen. Well, looks like Daryl Anthony. We'll try and catch the names for you as they come out onto the floor. It sounded like John Biso. Again, apologize if we are getting those names wrong. It's a little hard to hear with what we have going on. We do not have a name. Looks like Jim Bussey coming out on the floor now. Here's Corky Card as he'll come onto the floor now. Terry Cook was a 6'1" guard. He was number 22. Terry Cook coming onto the floor. I think we mentioned him a little bit earlier from Decatur. Terry Gray was a 6' guard. He wore number 12. Jeff Lewis, the next gentleman coming after the gentleman shaking Mr. McHale's hand right now. Did not catch the name of the gentleman with Mr. McHale. David, did you by chance?
I unfortunately did not.
And unfortunately missed the name of that last gentleman we just had come over as well. There was a 6'5" forward wearing number 40. And the mastermind of this team, the brains, the brawling, head coach Tom Cooper. Well, you can see Tom Cooper coming out on the floor right now, the head coach of the national title team. The crowd to their feet here in Champaign. Again, as they celebrate 40 years.
It's great to see Parkland do this. Parkland show this show, make the show of respect to this team that gave everything to Parkland.
And the folks are on their feet here in Champaign. I'm not sure if we're able to get a shot of it or not. We'll try to. But everyone up in Champaign clapping and enjoying. And again, as Jim, our announcer, says, it's great to be a Cobra. Roll Cobes! 40 years later, national title. Again, the Cobras went to the national championship game a year ago. Just came up a little short. I believe a 1-point deficit there at the end. As they celebrate on the floor and recognize everyone, we'll take a step away. Again, you're watching Parkland College basketball on Parkland College TV. A great sight there on the floor. Kobe the Cobra and the 1986 national title team. Again, a recognition for tonight for 40 years. We'll step away now. You're watching Parkland College TV, again live from Champaign. We'll be right back for second half action here at Parkland. Welcome back to Parkland College here in a matchup between Parkland College and Lewis and Clark. Parkland College up over the Trailblazers here by 20 as we start half number 2. A great recognition at halftime of the 1986 championship team, and of course on sophomore day, a recognition of Parkland sophomores. I'm Jake Green alongside Hope Varvel has now joined us here as our color commentator as David has gone down. Actually, David is up top with our camera right now. Chris Foster, Glody, and all of our folks here.
Howdy, everyone.
It'll be the Trailblazers with the rock here on the right side of your screen. Right with the rock now. He'll look to, that's going to be Hassani Elliott. Elliott down low. Look to Halden. Halden trying on the floater away and no good. It'll be a rebound from Parkland College on the defensive side. They'll go back to their own end as we have clicked in just almost a minute into this second half. It'll be Parkland College with the rock. Cody McStraw on a jumper inside on the left, no good. Rebounded by the Trailblazers, and it'll go back the other way for David Marshall Jr. and Lewis and Clark. All the way to the rack as Lomax Jr., Dwight Lomax Jr. gets in for 2. 46-28 your score, 18:58 to go here in the second half. Again, the men playing 20-minute halves. The girls playing quarters there. So again, if you're tuning in from earlier, that's why it's different. A three-point bucket for Chris Bush is up and in and good for 3.
That was a very clean shot.
As Parkland continues a 49-28 lead here in Champaign. A shot from Lewis and Clark is no good off the hands of Marshall Jr. And it's now the Cobras looking to break the press as they get it across the timeline with 25 to go on the shot clock, 18:20 to go on the game clock. It's Harrell all the way to the rack. A foul's called. Contact is there. The foul's going to go on number 20. That's going to be David Marshall Jr. I believe that's his second. And this is his team's first of the half with 18:16 left to go in period number 2. 49-28 your score. First shot is up and no good for Harrell. Well, Hope, you've been able to see just about 2 minutes of this second half. What are you thinking so far?
I think we can pull through. I mean, we're in a good lead right now.
Second shot is up and good for Harrell.
That was a very clean shot as well.
50-28 your score. 22 points, the differential here in Champaign. A foul on the baseline. That'll be Jade Martin's third. And he'll be in a little bit of foul trouble. Not a huge concern at the moment, but just a little bit. It looks like he picks up his second. I thought that was his third. He'll pick up his second. He's all A-okay. 50-28 your score with 18 minutes to go in the ball game. It's Lewis and Clark on the offensive side. They look down low to Halden. Halden looking and no good on his attempt there underneath. As it'll be the Cobras again back on the strike. It'll be Chris Bush on the far right side as he looks now on a kick to Cody McStraw. McStraw kicked to Martin on a three-point bucket. No good off the right side of the iron with now the Trailblazers back in transition. Again, Lewis and Clark coming into this contest looking for a win off of a 2-game losing streak. So are the Cobras. The winner out of this one tonight breaks a losing streak as Cody McStraw goes down fast. He tries to get the break there on the pass and ends up with a foul there from Lewis and Clark. It's going to go on number 21, Hassani Elliott. Elliott picks up the second team foul for Lewis and Clark, and the Cobras set up an offensive set on their own end. It's Chamberlain on a three-point look, and he's got it knocked up, knocked down. 53-28 with 17 to go in the ballgame. Dwight Lomax Jr. here on the near side, right side wing. He'll look. He wears number 4 as he looks to the left. Now back to Brian Wright. Wright will go to Elliott. Now at the top, it's Brantley. Whistle blows. Foul's going to be on. Looks like Nick Harrell. And yes, it is. The second for Harrell. as both teams now at 2 team fouls apiece. 53-28, 16:45 left to go in the ball game. And it's Trailblazer ball. Brantley at the top. He'll look to Marshall Jr. Now Marshall Jr. looking to Trevon Bond. However, going to end up in the hands of Jaden Martin when it's all said and done, and he slams it down in Champaign.
That was a good dunk, too.
A two-handed put down for Jaden Martin. He gets in to send this one to 55-28. Martin with heavy double-digit points in this one tonight. Well over the 20 cusp. A drive from Lomax Jr. is no good. The putback from Brantley is no good, but he draws the foul. So the freshman from Brighton, Illinois will go to the line. 16:13 to go, 55-28, and the third foul on Harrell, just like that. And Nick Likely will have to come out of this ball game forward a little bit. Again, a little bit of foul trouble there with 16 minutes still clicking down in this ball game. And you'll see Tolliver and Welter come in for McStraw and Harrell. 55-28, 16-13 to go. Well, Jeremy Borum checks in from St. Louis, Missouri. Comes to us from University City High School. Second shot is up and good for Brantley. Checking in for him is going to be Malik Hall, another gentleman from St. Louis, Missouri, coming to us from Hazelwood Central High School. 16-10 to go, with the rock in the hands of Trey Welter. He'll go now to Chris Bush, the Champaign native. Bush takes it through the paint, through the rack, and no good. Heavy contact and goaltending called. That'll be 2 for Parkland. And a full-time out, I do believe. See if it's a media or if it's a team timeout. It'll be a media timeout. We'll take 1-2 here in Parkland. It's 57-29 the score with 15:56 left to go. You're watching Parkland College TV. We'll be right back after the break. Welcome back to Parkland College here. The score 57-29. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark with 15:45 to go. It's been pretty much all Parkland College in this one. Lewis and Clark has had some strengths and times where the pendulum swings their way. However, it's been mainly Parkland College as the aggressor. Brian Wright looking down low. He'll find a teammate in Malik Hall. The foul, I believe, going to go on Chris Bush. We'll see what the call is, and it will. So Chris Bush will pick up his third foul, and now you start to look at your Parkland bench that is not very deep, and you had a couple of guys in foul trouble being Harrell and Bush. Two of your bigger guys down low, something to keep an eye on. Hope you've been able to experience a little bit of a game so far. You've been able to work production stuff, in that first half, and then here you are getting your feet wet in color. I know kind of a lot from the play-by-play side where I've been talking. You haven't been able to say too much, but
Yeah.
what's been going on your side? What do you think of the ball game so far?
I'm just glad that we're able to keep up, by double digits.
Do you see any strengths between the both teams? What strengths for Parkland? What strengths for Lewis and Clark?
We're good at passing and stuff and getting through, I feel. Like through the crowd and everything of the defense.
What's something good Lewis and Clark is able to do in this contest so far?
I feel like they're good at just straight for the shooting.
Well, a good 3-ball for Grant Chamberlain puts Parkland up 60-30, and this becomes a 30-point ball game in favor of the Cobras. Foul comes in here on the far side. That's going to go on number 22. That is Malik Hall. Hall picks up his 3rd foul. He'll have to take a seat for Lewis and Clark. Again, this game is live tonight. Obviously, if you're watching, you know that. It'll be on demand as well for you. Welter looks down the Tolliver. It just wasn't able to connect. An open look, though, for a slam down.
Oh.
Lewis and Clark on the drive in, trying to scavenge some points. At this point, when you're Lewis and Clark, it's tough. You got to fight to the buzzer, but at the same time, you got to continue to build. And what can you do to be able to learn from this loss? What likely will be. And how do you grow? It's a rough situation to be in if you're a player and a coach, but you got to take the good from it. Again, if you're down 30 with 14 to go, just a tough situation to be in.
Lost the ball there.
Yep, you can see Garcia driving, and it looks like maybe Gio with a little slow of a limp, but nonetheless, not sure if that was from contact or pre-existing, whatever it may be, but goes off the hands of Garcia and will be Trailblazer ball. 60-30 your score, 14 minutes to go in the ball game. Again, it's all Parkland College here in half number 2. Great way to honor the 40th anniversary of the national title. Chamberlain here with Parkland to Tolliver. He'll look to Garcia. They swing the rock on the outside. Now it's a down low look to Bush, and it's up and right.
Clean.
And goal. 62-30 with 13:42 to go. Beautiful night at the Dodds Athletic Complex in Chambana.
And the ball left.
On the north side of Parkland College. Ball and bat season underway here for the springtime. I know softball and baseball make their way back home, I believe, in a week or two. I know softball's on the road tonight playing somewhere, or at least a travel day. I believe a lot of the golf team, maybe baseball team, was here tonight. 62-30. Kobe the Cobra was here at one point. I think Kobe has left us, but he was here.
He was doing a little dance.
He was. 3-ball from Chamberlain is no good. It'll go in transition here for the Trailblazers. It's all the way to the rack is Trevon Bond. He lands hard on the floor. The foul going to go on number 24. That's going to be, again, Grant Chamberlain. He picks up his 2nd foul. Jaden Martin has 25 points on the night. And we see Chamberlain with 12. Again, they make up 37 points of the Parkland's 62. Nick Carroll checks back into the ball game. Excuse me. Hope, did you have any of the popcorn here tonight?
I have not. I had some M&Ms, and that was about it. Not the biggest popcorn fan. I really only like it at like the movies and stuff.
Okay, fair. During my time going to different sporting events as far as high school hoops and some different other events I've gone to, one of my favorite things was to try all the popcorn. I'll tell you what, Parkland's actually not too bad on the old popcorn machine.
I don't like the kernels getting stuck in my teeth, man.
That's very fair.
That happens more often than not for me, and I hate it.
You know, that is very fair. That is very true. I hate having that one that just never wants to come out.
Oh, yeah.
Garcia with a long 3-ball, and he knocks it down. Gio Garcia with a tray ball in Chambana.
That was a beautiful shot.
65-30, it really was. It was really seamless. He knocks it all the way down to the bottom of the bucket with 12:33 to go. An inside look for Bond. He needs help. He'll find Shane Bishop. Bishop now on a floater to the right, no good. Rebound by Parkland. It'll go in the hands of Jaden Martin now. Martin out to Garcia. Garcia all the way to the rack, and he's in and good for 2. Gio Garcia gets in for 2. He moves to 5 points on the night. 12-10 to go in the ball game, 67-30. A long 3 ball from the corner is no good for Javon Bond. And here comes Cody McStraw. He slams it. Woo! Champaign! Look at that. A timeout for Lewis and Clark, and we'll take 1-2. They're slamming it down, having a party in Champaign. 69-30 your score. We'll be back after the break. You're watching Parkland College TV in Champaign. Back to Parkland College here in beautiful Champaign. 69-30 the score. Hope Marvel has joined us as the color commentator.
Yes, I have.
After David is up top. He's one in the top camera now. Will is here with us. I know one of our other cameraman's names. I'll get it here in a second, but Jaden Martin looks to go up here in Champaign. The foul is called on number 3, Xavier Hassler Godfrey. Hope, who's our gentleman down there to our left running a camera? Do you know?
I'm so bad with names. I apologize.
I am
do
too.
not
Christian.
Oh, Christian.
I knew that. I knew that. I'm going to pretend like I knew that. I'm sorry, Christian, if you go back and watch
I
this.
apologize as well. I'm so bad with names.
I am too. Honestly, like, I don't know. Hey, they took a timeout on the floor.
It's dance break.
Yeah, we'll take 1-2 though. Parkland College TV, we'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Parkland College with a score 69-30. Parkland College up over Lewis and Clark. $11:42 left to go in the ball game. It's 8:45
Excited to see how this game ends,
on a
man.
Wednesday night. I could, if I was a fortune teller, I could almost tell you how it was going to go.
I feel like I could also tell you, but at the same time, you never know. Stranger things have happened,
Well,
as they say.
looks like maybe some contact after the free throw. Not sure exactly. Well, let's see. Looks like maybe an intentional foul, so it'll send Martin to the line. 40 points, right? 40 points of difference. Okay, here's 41.
I didn't realize there were differences in fouls.
There is. So there's personal fouls, there's technical fouls, which technical fouls technically are personal fouls, but they are more severe fouls. Typically, like, if you run your mouth to another player, some circumstances, if you hang on the rim too long, or if you dunk in warm-ups in some circumstances. Intentional foul is where you blatantly, do some physical activity to a to another player. There's different offensive and defensive fouls, but they kind of all boil down to chalks on the tick board, and every player gets 5 fouls. Once you get 5 fouls, you're out of the game. And once you get to a certain level of fouls, which we will probably see relatively quickly, which will slow this game down even more, is the bonus. And once those teams get to 7 fouls, then in some circumstances you go to the line to shoot free throws.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I will.
Oh, and?
Oh, look at that. A 3 ball from Jaden Martin. 75-30 your score. Parkland up over Lewis and Clark. Down low is right. He'll kick out to Lomax Jr. A 3 ball is up and good for the Trailblazers. Nonetheless, though, at 75-33, and it's Parkland College by a lot.
All this shouting mixed with the shoe squeaking is hurting my ears, man.
Yeah, a basketball gymnasium brings many a sounds.
So many. And also the whistle and everything. I know I'm sleeping well tonight, though.
A jump ball, excuse me. A jump ball. It's been a long day. I've been at this college for just under 12 hours. And
I've been here also under 12 hours, I believe.
Austin Zock and I both have been here. Actually, Austin got to go home a little bit earlier. I went on a field trip to the trash dump, and that's the only time I left this college today.
Oh, nice.
Austin got to go home at least, though. But nonetheless, we've still been here a long time. Austin's looking at me like I have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's okay. Hey, Parkland College coming off 2 tough losses, one with rival Danville and then Ren Lake College. A 3 ball for Lewis and Clark. Hope, have you ever done play-by-play before?
I have not.
Would you like to try?
I would not be good.
Oh, okay. Well, excuse me. Well,
You're excused.
thought I'd share the wealth. Yeah, let's do it. All right, I think at our next convenience, I am starting to lose my voice tonight. I'm getting to the point where it has been a few hours of talking straight, and quite frankly, I also want to hear Chris Foster call a basketball game. 10 minutes to go. Our next break, we'll get Chris Foster in on play-by-play. I'm going to go back to directing. Let's do some behind-the-scenes action.
Oh, my God, it's going to be so fun to talk to Chris. We love Chris.
I cannot wait to hear that.
Everybody loves Chris, you know?
I agree. I have two
Nobody hates
classes
Chris.
I have 2 classes with Chris. And, I had 2 classes with Chris last semester. He does a great job.
Chris is a fun guy, you know?
He really is. Does a lot for Parkland College.
He just loves that we're hyping him up right now.
He's really enjoying it.
We really
to our
are
left,
stroking
yes.
his ego.
He's enjoying it. His right looks here. And, you just get to some of these points in these ball games that, it just gets a little tough. A couple of 3 balls coming here from the Trailblazers, 75-39.
They are catching up. Oh, excuse you over there.
Hey, I really should reach down to the water bottle sitting to my left. I just haven't made it that far yet.
It's right. I can see it. It's right next to you.
Well, on our last break, I thought I was going to get there, and I never did. I don't remember what I was doing, but I never paid attention to the water bottle full of H2O that I need to drink.
Oh, under the legs there.
Foul called. That's going to go on number 34 to Dave Tolliver. 77-39. Excuse me.
You were saying you've been here all day.
It's been nice. Yeah. Yep.
I got here around lunch. I brought my lunch with me.
I got here just about 9:25. I have a speech class at 9:30.
Oh, okay. You've been here a couple hours longer than me then.
Yeah, it's I have a speech class that runs in. I have a radio show right after my speech class. I have a biology class right after that, which today we were on a field trip to the U of I garbage dump, which was actually really cool.
You want to plug your radio show?
Yeah, the Jake Green Show, 11 to 1 on Wednesdays. You can also find the Jake Green Show on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all those other platforms. Podcasts on Spotify as well.
88.7 WPCD, man.
That's right. Tune into the radio station. I look to the right side. My luck now, this ball game is going to go all the way down, and Chris Foster's not going to get a chance to talk, and I really want to hear that.
Oh!
A block there from Parkland College, a clean block coming from Chris Bush. Check.
He's getting his water now, guys. Trailblazers have the ball.
You know, speaking of popcorn getting stuck, I think I had a piece of popcorn in my throat there.
That's actually. Wait, you said you didn't have any of the popcorn. I thought.
No, I did.
Oh, you were asking me if I had any.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were asking me if I had any because you wanted some. Like one of those type of questions. You know how I mean?
A 3-ball coming from Cody McStraw. Great camera work tonight from everyone. Christian, Bill, David. 8:10 to go in this ball game. 80-39. As it clicks down, we get to tear down after this as well. We get to strike all of the great equipment we have for Com 145.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Yes, it always is. Strike is lovely. Strike is the best part of the night.
I've done theater strikes. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I was being very sarcastic. Yeah, it's always fun after you do a long day of live production, and then you get to tear it down afterwards. It's really, really tickles you.
I prefer theater strike because it stays up for a couple of, at least a month, and then.
That's very true. I have worked live production for racing a couple of times, and I love every bit of it. I really do. But it, after you have a long day on the verge of 12 hours, and then you got to strike and get everything back.
Yeah.
It's fun though. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen at home, if you didn't realize, there's a ball game on the floor. It's 82-41. And for the last 7 minutes and 13 seconds of this ball game, Chris Foster is going to call it because I really want to hear this. Chris Foster is going to join us. Hope is going to stay here as color. And when we come back, it'll be Parkland College TV, 82-41. The Cobras up over Lewis and Clark. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I'm Jake Crane, and we'll see Chris Foster and Hope here coming up after the break.
Very excited.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Champaign, Illinois. Parkland College taking on Lewis and Clark, 82-41, with 7 minutes left in our ball game. Parkland fully in control. I'm joined by Hope Varvel on color.
That was an insane way to say my name.
Yes, it was. And a 3-ball missed as the shot clock expires. I think they're going to call it a shot clock violation.
And they do.
And it looks like Parkland will inbounds Grant Chamberlain, giving it in to Jaden Martin, and Martin will bring it down for the Cobras. Cobras in need of a win after 2 straight losses, so it looks like they've accomplished that tonight. They're just going to try to finish it off here in the last 6:40. Out, Chamberlain for 3, boom, ooh, nails it.
85-41 now, Parkland College.
Thank you, Hope.
You're welcome, Chris.
Chamberlain, the small forward from Orlando, Florida. Redshirt sophomore. Now Lewis and Clark trying to add to their 41-point total. 85-41 our score. Ooh. And a kicked ball there by Parkland, by Jaden Martin. Parkland short-handed tonight. Only about 8 players available for the Cobras here, and we've seen them all. Right now we have Day Tolliver, Jaden Martin, Trey Welter, Grant Chamberlain, who just made the three, and who am I missing? Nick Harrell. So Lewis and Clark now will take a three from the outside.
And they don't make it.
And they don't make it. Great observing of the play there, Hope.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And Welter out to the outside to the corner. Now back up to Chamberlain. He will drive in, a little bit of a Euro step, and he makes the layup. Might have got away with the travel, but we will take it. 87-41. Parkland in command. 5:35 left to go in our ball game. This one down inside to Ian Brantley. Now back outside to Jeremy Borum. And now Brantley, and it looks like a possible jump ball. There's a fight for the ball there between Brantley and Tolliver. And I'm not sure, it looks like they've awarded the ball to the Cobras. And now back in the ball game for Parkland is Giovanni Garcia, point guard, 5'10", another red shirt sophomore from Chicago. And also entering the matchup is Chris Bush from Champaign, has been mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Bush is just a freshman, so he will hopefully have another year here with the Cobras. Welter will bring the ball up the floor, being guarded by Bishop. Welter now going to the far side, trying to set up something with the offense. Garcia. And now Welter will drive.
Gonna go for a three.
Kick it out to Bush.
Oh.
Just short. And now bringing it back quickly the other way, Lewis and Clark. That's Lomax with a quick little jumper off the glass, no good, but it looks like he's going to pick up a foul, so he will most likely go to the line here. That is what's going to happen. Dwight Lomax Jr., 5'8" sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri. First one is up and good. 87-42. So are you enjoying your calling, your announcing experience here, Hope?
I very much am enjoying this. This is very fun.
87-43 as he makes good on both free throws. And Parkland will look to inbound. A little bit of pressure here by Lewis and Clark. Welter being trapped, kicks it back, and they get it across to Garcia. Garcia, top of the key to Welter. Now switching the ball to the other side. And a pass inside, looking for Harrell, and he's going to be fouled.
4:35 on the clock now.
4:35, and I believe Harrell will be going to the line. Approaching 9 o'clock here in Champaign.
Have any plans after this, Chris?
As Jake, I believe, just mentioned, we were going to be striking, getting all this equipment torn down and taken back to PCTV. I have to thank all of my COM 145 students, doing a great job tonight.
Oh, thank you. So you mean like me, right?
You specifically, yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
I love the compliment.
88-43 our score, 4:35 left in the game, and good by Harrell. Another player from Chicago, Brother Rice, the high school he played for. And now Lomax trying to set something up. A nice drive by Lomax again. He's done well here the last few possessions, kind of forcing the issue, and he's going to the line again.
Not a lot of Champaign locals on our team.
No, we got, let's see, Monticello, Chicago, Champaign, Australia, Sydney, Australia, Orlando, Milwaukee, Las Vegas, and another Chicago. Lomax makes another free throw. He's going to try to make it 45 here for Lewis and Clark, and he does. 89-45.
I think we can still pull through.
I think we're going to be okay, but still, Lewis and Clark's not, they're not giving up. They're not just laying down. They're going to use all the time on the clock to try to at least learn from the game and see what they can do to build for future years or just for the rest of the season. Yeah. So they're not pulling back on the press or anything. Only 4 minutes left. They're still applying that, so they're still putting in their effort. Fake on the three here on the outside. Harrell kicks it out to Garcia.
Oh.
Little long on the three, and now rebounded inside there by Malik Hall. And now bringing it back down, they're going to give it back to Lomax. Inside. Nice little move, and can't finish it though on the inside. That's Hall. And then this one is put back up and in. Under 4 minutes now. Garcia bringing the ball up. Given to Harrell.
89-47 Parkland College now.
Bush with the ball on the right wing. He's going to drive. Setting him up for a little step back. He pulls the trigger and nails it.
Very clean, very clean. 91-47 now.
Beautiful shot by Bush. Nice little fadeaway. Set him up very nicely. And a steal down there on the inside almost by Welter, but then recovered. And now Hall with the rebound, and he is fouled on the shot. And it looks like we may be reaching a timeout. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left here. Parkland 91, Lewis and Clark 47. We're going to take a quick break and be right back here on PCTV. And we are back for the last 3 minutes and 14 seconds of this ball game tonight. Parkland 91, Lewis and Clark 47. Parkland obviously in control. Lewis and Clark playing hard here to the final buzzer, though, and they're just trying to finish strong and get whatever learning experience they can out of the rest of this matchup. At the line is Malik Hall, and he knocks that one down. They've done quite well at the free throw line here the last 3 trips down. I believe that's 5 free throws in a row that they've made. Hall will try to make it 6 here. He's from Hazelwood Central High School in St. Louis, Missouri. And that one is good as well. Parkland looking to inbound. Garcia with the ball. He will look to bring it up. He's being guarded by Lomax. Gets it to Welter, back to Garcia. Now on the wing to Bush. Left wing. He's going to drive in, kick it out. And thought about a 3 there on the outside. And now a kick back out to Bush. Fakes the 3. He's going to drive in and up off the glass and good. Strong move there by Bush. Good ball movement by the Cobras. And that puts them at 93, 7 points away from the century mark. Can they join the women who broke the century mark in the game earlier tonight? That would be both teams going over 100. That would be a fun experience for the fans.
The women got 105, was it?
I believe that's correct.
It was like 105 to 48 or something, I believe.
93-49, we are here, so a similar score. And at the line again is Lewis and Clark. This one is short. And Hall will set up for his second one here. That one is up and good. That foul was on Garcia for the Cobras. Looks like that's just his first foul. Welter gets it across, gets it over to Garcia. And now in the corner there for the Cobras. Up top to Bush. Bush now going to the wing. He's going to look to drive and get Malik. Back up to Hall. Garcia now on the left wing. Looking to set something up on the offense. Good defense here by Lewis and Clark on this position. Bush with a step-back 3, just short, and rebounded out by Lomax. Lomax bringing it back the other way. Down into the corner for Hall. Hall's been aggressive here the last few possessions, and a nice fadeaway shot for Hall. He's looked very good. Him and Lomax have done well here since I've taken over the mic. Bush gets it across but throws it too far and over the head of number 22, McStraw, and that will be out of bounds and give him back to Lewis and Clark. So we still sit 7 points away from 100, and we're now with 1:45 left. Lomax bringing the ball down. Looks like he's going to try to get it back inside for Hall again. Hall's open. He's got a little bit of a mismatch there with Welter, but he's turned into a double team. That Bush did a good job on that to help Welter on the mismatch. And now this one's thrown away. A chance for a breakaway jam here for the Cobras, but they're just going to kick it out to Bush as he was a trailer, and he's going to end up being fouled.
Lost the ball there.
So a fast break opportunity, but Lewis and Clark recovered well. But now Bush is going to go to the line for the Cobras.
93-52 Parkland.
And we've said Bush is from Champaign many times. Champaign Central. For those that might have been wondering, Central or Centennial. And that one is good. 94-52.
Can we make it 95?
Let's hope so. I would love to get that century mark for both games.
That'd be very nice, yes.
We are running out of time, and at some point you kind of stop trying to score. So we might not have enough possessions left to do that, but 95-52. Minute 15 left in our ball game here.
I think we can break 100.
Godfrey bringing the ball up, loses it off of his foot. I think they're going to call a foul on Bush on the baseline. He's not thrilled with the call. Not that it matters hugely, but I don't think he thought he made a foul in any way there. Even Parkland coach John Bowler over there kind of with shaking his head with a little bit of a smirk. So Xavier Hassler Godfrey from Houston, Texas, Midtown High School, will try to add to Lewis and Clark's total, and he does. 53 now for them. He's 6'1" guard. He is a sophomore. He's going to try to knock down his second free throw here. Ones are wild on the clock. 1:11 to go in our contest. And Welter trying to get the ball up the floor. Good ball handling there. It's being guarded by someone with significant size advantage, but he did well to get around him.
Under a minute left on the clock now.
Garcia kicks it out, and now Parkland just kind of running some clock with some ball movement here. And now another three ball that is short. That was Cody McStraw. Not able to connect on that one. This one inside to Malik Hall. And now Godfrey with a nice little floater and the foul. It's going to be an and one for Lewis and Clark. 31.4 on the clock.
It's a very good game today.
Yes, indeed. Parkland has done well, both the men and the women. It's nice to come out. We don't get to do a lot of these games, but it's nice for us to be able to do victories when we do get to do them. So we were able to accomplish wins on both sides tonight as we are winding down here. 23 seconds left to go in the game. Parkland up 95-54, 41 points. Garcia is just going to dribble it out here to wind down our game. We are now at about 10 seconds, 9:10 p.m. as we are running the clock out, a night where we honored the 1986 Parkland College National Championship team. Parkland wins 95-54 over Lewis and Clark, a dominating victory for both the men and the women tonight.
Very much a good game, yes.
Looks like we do still have 0.8 on the clock as shot clock ran out, and there we go. So the players will shake hands, and both teams will move on down the stretch here of this NJCAA basketball season as they will move towards their Region 24 play. Parkland made a run all the way to the national championship game last year where they literally lost at the last second, and they will see if they can do that again. We're not quite to the postseason yet, but we are getting close. It's good to see the Cobras get back on track with this victory tonight. Any final thoughts, Hope?
I had fun with you.
Me as well.
Oh,
I'd like to
thank you.
thank my Com 145 class for helping out tonight, and Jake for letting me finish up the game. And I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast here on PCTV, and we will see you next time.